Look, Clarence, mate, it doesn't matter how many times we get beat down. What matters is that we get the fuck up and we keep fucking trying. You're right, Donny. Now, who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Say it with your fucking chest. I'm Clarence Claymore. Show me what you got, mate. Take that. Fucking touch me, cunt. Fuck, mate. We got a lot of work to do.
Attention, Starbucks. I'd like to give one person the opportunity to buy me a coffee. In exchange, I'll sit down with you for 5 minutes to discuss my world-class crypto trading strategies. Anybody? You may be wondering why, if I'm so wealthy, well, Bitcoin's down right now, so I'm struggling a little bit. Nobody. Wow. Oh, you'll buy me a coffee? Oh, thank you. Wow, that's crazy, man. Dude, I appreciate it. You don't need to.
Hey, this is the day in the life of a fat nigga crypto millionaire. He wakes up at 6 a.m. next to the Russian supermodel he bagged the night before. He wakes her ass up and tells her, get the fuck out. He got shit to do. But first, she gotta make a nigga breakfast. can't make money on an empty stomach. After breakfast, he checks in on his meme coin portfolio. He trenches meme coins for an hour with his fat nigga Alpha Group, looking for that daily 100x. Found it, looking like this nigga will be eating good today. Next, he's got a few business calls to make. Updates on his multi-million-dollar real estate ventures with some white-collar cracking niggas. It's almost lunchtime and this nigga's getting hungry. He hops in the Ferrari and drives to his favorite lunch spot in Miami. Oh shit! He spots one of his niggas from his meme coin Alpha Group. They chop it up talking about the 1000x runner from this morning. They decide to treat themselves after lunch and go shopping. Yeah, these fat niggas looking fly. He getting a little sleepy now. He gotta go take a nap before a big night. He wakes up and gets fresh for a lavish dinner at the best steakhouse in Miami with all his niggas. Now it's time to hit the club and get turned. They celebrate their wins from today and are on the prowl for snow bunnies who want to get freaky with a fat nigga. He takes her home and they have consensual sex. After clapping cheeks, he decompresses with a warm glass of milk. He looks back on another successful day as a fat nigga crypto millionaire, then goes to sleep ready to do it all over again tomorrow.
It's fat nigga season.
I didn't seriously start accumulating Bitcoin until like less than a year ago now, because I was just living kind of on fumes and reinvesting everything back into what I was building in my media space. And once I did start seriously, like I had enough extra capital to start putting away like 500 there, 1,000 there. It was an immediate, I think it's at like up 10%, 20% just on this little cycle here. And it's like, fine if it goes back down, but it's just crazy how scary it is from the outside. But once you're inside, it's like so refreshing and relaxing to know that, and this is the thing that all Bitcoiners know, and this is why Bitcoiners are such fun people, and you're a great example of this, is that I've noticed that when I meet Bitcoiners, they're just calmer. They're just chill and they're not stressed like regular Americans, because I think most of us don't even realize how much of our daily like stress and tension is coming from financial instability and this sort of subtle knowledge that the system has constantly got me on this, and most people don't realize they're on this treadmill of like, why is it that I can never afford anything? Why is it that I'm always trying to make rent and I'm always trying to pay my bills? And the moment you start to put more and more of your assets into Bitcoin, you don't even notice it at first, maybe if you're not paying attention to the tokenomics of why this is happening, but it's like, oh, it's going to be fine. Yeah. Because as this all gets harder, my number's going up in the background and I'm just chilling.
It's not easy being a fat N2 influencer, Kyle. Bro, he's like, man, these fat guys looking fly.
As they're progressively getting fatter.
He's like, oh shit, it's one of the homies from the trading group. We're just chopping it up about that 100x from the morning.
1000x, Miguel.
1000x. 1000x. I think I'm sitting on 100x. No, more than 100x.
What'd you get it in?
60 grand.
Oh, what's it at now?
It is currently at 20 million market cap.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's fat boy season. Oh, shit.
Folks, I'm coming for all the gays in the crypto world who are selling at the moment. Whoever is selling is gay. And you got to stop, hold it, stop. Unless you are gay. You are gay.
Okay, Kyle. But what's going on, you guys? It is Dollar Cost Crypto with Ask Me Anything 96, or is it 69, Cal? Because this market is crazy, man. Trump, 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. I don't know. I wanted to say si se puede, but I don't know. But these Mexicans out here. But crazy ass. I need some hopium before I go on this date. Here comes the Cialis. All right, so basically, I think we had said this in the course and stuff that a lot of the things are. I mean, it's gonna be a J curve, right? A lot of the Trump things that it's doing for the U.S. economy is going to be really beneficial for the economy, especially from Main Street, which is not Wall Street, which is going to be just normal guys working, right? And during that, there's going to be a pain period, but during that pain period, a lot of it's to put pressure on the Federal Reserve, right, to cut interest rates because these motherfuckers should have cut interest rates since last March.
Yep.
Last March would have been perfectly well. Let me pull up my screen real quick.
Yep.
All right, let's go. Right, okay. So I'm not talking about this March. Let's go back. Here, March 20th of 2024 would have been the perfect spot where they could have started. I think that's where they should have started cutting rates slowly. They could have been 25 basis points, real slow, but they didn't. Okay, then they're like, okay, not April 1st, right? Because I mean, it's April Fool's Day. So that's a bad day to kind of cut, right? All right, June. By July, we're like, dog, dog, perro, pinche perro, pinche cabrón. Mira lo que me haces a mi pinche marqueta.
Always.
I don't know why I said that, but I just felt like saying that. It's about N2. But oh yeah, another news about that N2 stuff and everything like that. There's some weird shit going on with the token right now. I think they're going to do a token conversion.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm being careful. I don't click links for fucking meme coins and random ass shit. So, I'm gonna sell and just buy it back later.
Yep.
So, FYI. Anyway, as we continue on, yeah, thank you, Kyle. Right. So they had plenty of opportunities to start cutting. They didn't. Political reasons because the presidential race.
Yep.
Okay. Once Trump had won, right? November 7th, December 18th, no. January 29th, no. March 19th, no. All right. This is where the buck stops. So I've said May is more than likely going to be where we're going to get the first rate cut. We're talking about 50 to 25 basis points. They're forcing the hand, right? The lower the equities market. And then here, the reason people are crying, right? You've got what? I can't take it. What inflation? All right, pull it up. The sit down with why would the Fed cut rates if inflation is rising due to tariffs? What inflation, bros? What inflation? The same we've had? The prices aren't going to go down. Now, it's possible because of the tariffs now that, farmers might get flooded more produce, some of the produce out, but you also don't eat produce.
I'm on this carnival.
Milk, but the tariffs are inflationary. Somewhat. And it's all the J curve. It's all initially, right? Until production starts up here in the States, as it's been starting for a while, right? Because geopolitically, the United States has been prepping for war.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Miguel, war? If you had attended the crypto mindset course or the CMCs in the past couple quarters, why do you think during the whole COVID really opened up the world's eyes, especially governments? Not our blockchains, but our actual infrastructure to receive things from Amazon has been shuttered, and I don't like that. And then people found out that we really don't produce so much morphine. We don't produce so many ships anymore. We don't produce this. We don't produce that. Our entire chip manufacturing of the entire planet's on an island next to China. Why? O'Day won by KO. Hey! Yeah, I was about to announce that. I wasn't sure if he's fighting until a little later. Yeah, shout out to O'Day. Shout out to my boy O'Day, man. Hit a Pepe Kyle, man. Shout out to my boy by KO.
Didn't have to come, I said I don't need that tool. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
You guys, in crypto, right? We have been in a kangaroo. No, shout out to O'Day. Let me not jump off the topic. But you shout out to O'Day, man. He was fighting today. I was going to announce it a little later, I wasn't sure. But hey, you won the fight by KO.
Yeah, woo!
Shocked I am not. But actually, the only shocked is I thought it was gonna be by submission.
Oh, okay.
Because our boy O'Day is very technical.
Yeah, okay.
With those knockouts, so kind of nice. I think he literally beat some guy that's 10-0.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was
From
looking
the
it up.
street.
Yeah. So he's 10-0 and stuff like that. So that's pretty good, man. The guy was Girdle, if I remember correctly. Yee! Shout out to O'Day. We'll have O'Day on here in the studio pretty soon and stuff, though.
yeah.
But pretty nice. No, okay. So so the market is, you all know, right? The crypto market outside of the bottom, right, which is at the end of 2022, 6 months from there, right? We bottomed out, we got to buy the lows, and then the market was kind of we have been in a kangaroo market this entire time. It's been some like a little ups, a little downs, right? Why is everyone in crypto acting like a little girl? Everyone in crypto, please, I want an ETF, BlackRock, please, Bitcoin ETF. And then when macro starts not doing so well with equities, I hate Trump. Why don't you keep it the same? Like, we are getting nonstop good news. We're getting more ETFs. We're going to get staking ETFs that are going to pass for Ethereum, Dogecoin ETF, Litecoin ETF, Solana ETF, XRP ETF. Banks can now freely buy. Businesses are buying, these 10D motherfuckers are now buying fucking Bitcoin on GameStop equity now. They can hold it on their balance sheet and stuff. Should I say? I don't know. But you have your host of Mad Money losing his mind. This is irreprehensible. How can I believe what is happening? How dare this? He's destroying America. Or you're a boomer and your stocks are getting fucked.
Yeah.
And what happened? Where did we go down to? We went back to pre-money printing Biden, which is going to recover. Because guess what? The entire world needs United States consumerism globally. How much stocks do you hold? None. So why do I care? None at all, right? You guys have been following us in the red pill and everything like that. You keep your job, you build your business, something you can affect, and then you invest in things for the long term, right? A lot of short-minded things. Why? Because the average boomer is not ready for retirement because they didn't save enough. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. I had a dream. Literally, I had a dream. Kyle, I had a dream that we were into. I don't know if it's confirmed, but man, it was a weird dream. I had a dream that we were going to the cycles are now 6-year cycles.
Which is
gonna end sometime in 27. I'm not saying it's the truth, but it's weird, man. Prophetic dreams, God sent. I don't know, but it's looking more and more like we're bleeding into 26. Cal. Cal.
That's my snake year, right?
Yeah, well, you're in your snake year now.
Well, I know, but
you know what 2027 is, Cal? You know what 27 is?
Some goat.
I mean, take me now for a second, Kyle. Let me play another goat real quick. That will never not be ridiculous. Oh my God. It's freaking hilarious. These aggressive tariffs hurt the middle class, but they haven't yet, right? Because look, whatever the tariffs are all coming down. Because guess what? Basically, what Trump's doing, he's forcing other countries to take down their tariffs against the United States, and then our tariffs will also go down.
Fair trade.
No price. Basically, no prices have really gone up at all. In a few months, we'll start seeing that. We'll see what ends up happening. But like they've already we're not really going to tariff Mexico and Canada anymore. 80% of the stuff, we're just not going to tariff them anymore. These tariff things are basically to get free trade going on, and the United States can't freely trade because everyone's tariffing the United States. It's proven. I mean, you saw Trump holding up the thing, right? But I think someone in here said some crazy shit. Like, where was the guy? Where Where is it? Boom, boom, boom. Did I lose the thing? Oh yeah, it was. I saw that shit. I don't know why this shit made me laugh, man. F these Trump tariffs, man. Bro, with the name Jafar Jamal.
Jafar Jamal.
Shout out to you, brother. But Jesus Christ, bro. Like, that's getting emotional, man. Fuck these tariffs, man. Why now? Oh, it's just because Solana's been down since November.
Yup.
Let's be honest. Like, most crypto people, like, especially if they're hypey, they're not in Sui, they're not in PulseChain, they're not on Sonic, they're on fucking Solana or Base Protocol, and that's been down since November.
Basic crypto.
We are November, December, January, February, March, April. It's been like 6 months, bro. That's why they're mad. I mean, what we here killing on N2, but like, or not N2. Well, actually, well, N2 was, but on fat and stuff. But I heard PulseChain came running. It's like that's what you're falling for the news. You guys are falling for the news. Focus on your shit. Focus on your income. DCA, buy good assets. There's a reason I play that. Like, I started playing this meme out here for you guys, right? Which is the whole thing about the Bitcoiners, right? And that's where it really is a sort of simple thing where, like, I mean, there's just fear mongering, right? Like BlackRock has a bunch of open shorts all the time. I mean, all these big companies are basically putting up shorts and stuff to scare the market in order to suppress the Bitcoin or crypto prices, Ethereum prices. And they're buying up the assets. Why? Because they're going to be selling it to all they know if they get a ton of the supply, they can offset it to the boomers. Because the boomers hold all the wealth in the world, right? What is it like? The top 1% hold like 80% of equities.
Yep. It's crazy.
That should let you know how much of the population how much of the population of the world is just not even like, I mean, they're fucking financially literate. Yeah. Other than like, if they at least maybe they own a business, or maybe they, I don't know, like they might actually own some real estate. That's about it, really. Bro, I've been in since 2016. So have I, dude. You don't see me crying. I'm just buying. It's almost like I have the name dollar cost crypto.
Almost like it's a gift that they're getting low.
How did the 2020 crash play work out long term? Pretty well. Well. You know, everyone look, this is the thing is I complained about this in 2017. I did not want the banks in crypto. But here it is, all the Bitcoiners on their hands and knees sucking dick. I remember too, all of them, almost all of them, not other than Bitcoin, maybe not Bitcoin Jesus, and there's a couple of them, but like most of the Bitcoin influencers on Twitter, not the famous ones, on their knees, please, banks are coming to buy us, yeah, like two hands circle jerking, like literally, and banks came in, yeah, banks are going to start coming in, and then the Treasury Department of the United States government allowed shorts, and then fucking that was the top of Bitcoin, and then it crashed. So like literally, banks came in, we got a 2x on Bitcoin from 10 to 20. And then we crashed and they shorted it all the way down. That's 2017. Prices are incredible right now. And I'm going to go over prices. I'm going to go over what I'm buying right now currently, man. Someone in the chat was right, though. Yeah. If something doesn't recover, I mean, crypto's going to pump because we're just a smaller market. We can just pump, right? We can just pump. But, and a lot of other, and like the equities market's going to recover over time because if people who don't have jobs get jobs, that's money coming to the economy. That's people investing in equities and stocks and stuff, buying the 401ks. And then the other thing too, right? Another thing too, the United States owes a lot of money that needs to be refinanced over the next 9 months. I've said this for a long time. Like most of that $36 trillion is at 0% interest, damn near. But there's a good 1/3 of it is not. For any of you guys in the crypto mindset course, you know I talked about this. 1/3 of that is anywhere from 3% all the way up to current prices. That becomes quickly unaffordable. They need $36 trillion in debt. Not all that a lot of that 36 trillion in debt, 2/3 of it's basically almost at 0% interest. It was at that super low interest rate, right? A lot of those dumbass banks like Silicon Valley Bank and everything like that, they loaded up on treasuries paying nothing. Buying the top. The government was like, swish, swish. You know, oh, dude, I actually was gonna get an Angel Reese basketball so I could miss all the time on stream. Just break it. Bro, I was not gonna lie to you. I was talking to my Instagram guy and I was telling him, hey, bro, I'm about to buy an Angel Reese ball and I was gonna do this whole thing where I like throw it into a fucking shopping cart and miss all the time.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of this, Angel Reese, come on. She just comes on. Angel Reese. Oh my god, bro. I mean, you guys are Angel Reese right now of the game. Missing every shot. Brick City.
Yo.
You built this algorithm brick by brick. DCC, this seems like a generational wealth transfer right now. Look at right now. If you look at the top billionaires right now, the only one that's in profit right now is Warren Buffett.
He's liquid.
He's up 19% on the year. Tex-Mex, what happened with Illuvium? Ethereum down.
Ethereum in the shitter.
Goddamn fucking Ethereum's been in the shitter since that, man. It didn't even keep up to Bitcoin this cycle yet. But just goddamn them we're await, Cal. Eventually, them dividend paying ETFs with Ethereum will help rectify it, and that's really what's going to happen. Like the thing is, in order to give Ethereum more a value prop, right? Imagine you can buy the second largest cryptocurrency, and it actually pays a dividend to you. It won't be a dividend; it's staking yield. But they don't know that because they're retarded. They don't learn it. They're just like, I can have exposure to Ethereum, crypto. And it pays a dividend? No, it's staking words. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, it pays a dividend. Yes, it does. Sold American. Boomers, not no crip. Toe.
Okay.
All right. Pull up other ones, so I'll answer them.
All right. Let's see.
You ask and I shall answer. I accept super chat. If you really want your question read, because I want to read all of them, but $20 and above, you guys, just because. Man, sometimes I got like one stream I got before the break, before the Crypto Wednesday course, I got like 104 super chats. I was like, Jesus Christ,
dude, it's a lot.
I was over there, man.
All right,
Dropping heat, man. I'm doing good, bro. Ask me how many days I missed the gym. None. I've been since the course ended officially.
Yo,
I've like not missed a day in the gym.
Hell yeah.
But I will not lie to you. After like 4 days of actually like horse cock and weight around, on the 5th day. Your brother's I was kind of like fucking around in the gym, all my extra shit. I've been doing actually with the new gym I'm at right now. I've been doing I've been fucking around a lot with the reverse hyper.
Ooh, yeah.
I loaded that with like 90 pounds today. Dude, that shit felt good.
After like a good back thing, decompresses, man.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, I got a Silas Acevedo saying, "How do you feel about taking Sonic profits into Doge?"
That is perfectly okay. I think that's right. Because guess what? What will rebirth the meme cycle? Dun da da dun dun. Doge getting ETF. Look, I'm not over here like, oh my god, we need an ETF. Doge pumped to nearly $1 without an ETF. Okay, not to be racist, but the ETF's going to help because now remember, I don't think like BlackRock's going to make the ETF, but I think a couple of providers will. I think if I remember correctly, I think Charles Schwab will. I think. If Robinhood's going to offer one, and which I don't understand why, because like, you can just buy it on Robinhood anyway. Yeah. But still, they're going to offer it because fees, and they're I had the list of it, but there's a couple of big players that are going to sell and stuff. But the thing is, compared to like the assets, right? I mean, like Doge. Like, let me pull up my screen real quick. Stop sharing. Let me share the screen. The Doge one's going to be huge. Yeah, Doge will pump Pepe. I'm mostly stacking Pepe right now. Let's look at Doge. Doge is 25 billion market cap. Ethereum is 218. Bitcoin's 1.6 trillion. Huge, right? So finally, when there's actually some decent inflows, Ethereum will do pretty nice over time. XRP might actually pump to $10. BNB will do pretty well. There's not going to be a BNB one. Solana is going to get an ETF. Doge is going to get an ETF. Cardano possibly will get an ETF. I think it's going to happen. Maybe they're trying to buy. I think they're bribing their way in, but I don't think so. Possibly Stellar, maybe on some like alt ones and stuff. I don't think on the main big ones, but yeah. Why is Ethereum being gay? Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. Pull me down, Cal. I'm going to be Ethereum now.
Well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
Wow.
So gay.
So gay. So here's what's happened. The only way to explain what's happening is conspiracy theory. Right? Is my audio okay, Cal?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, just because I'm mute over here. Okay, it's conspiracy theory. Okay. If anything has proven to you, right? JFK was killed by James in the CIA, right? And, man, I wanted to go like I wanted it to be like every time I swear I'm gonna do one meme and then go live and then like don't cuss, don't say all this other stuff, but I just cannot help myself. Kyle,
It's too much, right?
Damn it, dude. Knowing Fresh and Fit, knowing Adolf Myron, and shout out to Myron. He just went on to like what's called Alex Jones's show.
Ooh,
yeah, he went on InfoWars. That's been like a little like dream. I would love to do like a InfoWars and a Rogan or something just for fun, just for shits and giggles. That's kind of like the Jimmy Carson,
exactly.
with the Carson show and shit.
The show to be on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, by the juice. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. And CIA was 100% involved. There was parts of the CIA that were trying to stop it, and they failed, and then they got assassinated within the CIA. So there was good people in the CIA trying to stop the assassination attempt, and they were thwarted. And then a lot of those people were trying to come out as whistleblowers, and they all got unalived. And then there's even like stuff going down that like people were still getting murdered from it in the early 90s.
Damn.
Like, damn, son. So that was JFK. Okay, now let's continue on. What about MLK? Now this one I really don't want to believe, but they're saying that supposed, and this is like actual documents saying that, like, of course we all knew, like, our boy MLK, he had a dream, right? He's banging these white chicks, right? But along with like other women, right? Of course, like, it is what it is. Black men don't cheat. Shout out Charlemagne. And supposedly, like, yeah, he like gay guys. I don't know. This is the one I'm having trouble believe. I hope not. I hope it ain't real.
You might have been queering before steering.
Yeah. And there's a whole lot of other ones as well, right? But and then 9/11, of course, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So there's tons of stuff. So I mean, if anything's proving what's happening today, COVID's a scam. It was.
Mm-hmm.
Should we get vaccinated? Them? I think some vaccinations are good, right? Of course.
Yeah.
Should you get vaccinated all the time? No. I think that's very stupid. You do not need all that. There's a direct correlation between the amount of vaccinations to autism. Maybe. Now here's a pro conspiracy theory. Maybe because the United States knows where shit's going, we're purposely autisming our population in order to the coming AI front to be more powerful. And increase hyper intelligence.
Some matrix battery. That's what.
Because like TISM is a power. TISM.
You are right.
Is a power. Have you heard? Wait, heard you've got the Pfizer, bro. Oh my gosh. And demonetized. It doesn't matter. I don't make money off of YouTube. That's bullshit.
It is what it is, right?
I do it for the love of the game. And if you like to support me, man, join the Citadel, baby. Over 620 Holy Roman Empire soldiers in there. 120 people in the Citadel. It's pinned to the top of the chat, you guys, right there. Stop being poor. Join the Citadel. We're actively growing. And guess what, you guys? Flash webinar coming for the CMC and the Citadel coming up really soon in the next few days.
Hell yeah.
And guess what? Tomorrow, guess what happens, you guys?
What?
Moon Gang live in Las Vegas. Me and Charlie, baby. We're doing it, bro. Shake and bake. Beautiful. The Citadel is where it's at, man. We're so yeah, be on the lookout. Pin messages in the chat for the Citadel. If you join right now, the Citadel, you get to be a part of that. The flash webinars. We're going to have, I think, like 2 or 3 flash webinars the next week and a half.
Oof,
we're about to have a lot of content for you guys in the Citadel and the Crypto Mindset course, and we also have some special guests for the current CMC course. It pays to be in the Crypto Mindset course, so I've booked 2 guests for the flash webinars for those guys. Me and Charlie are gonna flip a coin whether the Citadel gets to go. Ooh. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But yeah.
Give me God, give me wife, give me children, give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, give me, kill my enemy, give me. Anyone that doesn't want me to succeed, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, give me that, give me this, give me, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire.
Fireball.
Lightning bolt.
Gee, all right, Kyle. Give me some more questions. Let's knock them down.
Okay, shit. Here we go. We got Rich 28X saying, Miguel, are we still in the bull market this year?
Yes.
Do you still believe ETH will go to 7,000 by the end of this year?
Yeah. Okay. So first one. Okay, Rich 28X. Well, I like the 28 and the X. That's good. That's good. Okay, so we saw the bull market year. Yes. You believe Ethereum will go to 7,000 before the end of the year? Yeah. Because essentially, look, like Bitcoin is eventually going to break above 100 grand. That's going to push the market up. Ethereum's last all-time high is $4,800. So if you said 6,000, I'd tell you 100%, but 7,000 could be up there because Ethereum's been lagging behind. It all depends on those ETFs, but we've basically gotten confirmation that we're getting we've gotten confirmation that we have all the stablecoin bill is going to pass or is passing right now. In order to have a compliant stablecoin, it needs to be 100% backed by US based dollars as well as treasuries. Makes sense. I've said this forever. Yes. So if you have a stablecoin that's that means what did they make illegal? They kind of made DAI, the original version of DAI, not that PDI shit. I'm talking about the maker before the guy who created Maker got murdered.
Yep.
And was butt naked and found on the beach of the ocean.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. The dude had piercings and stuff, and he was like completely butt naked.
Yep, on the beach.
Crazy. So I think 7,000 is still very possible because why? Because I've been in crypto a long time. Market go up, bro. You know how bad the market is right now. You know, look, I have a lot of respect for the guy, right?
Yeah.
But like, here, let me pull up some tweets real quick. Let me pull up some numbers. While you do that, Kyle, find some of the questions. I'll look for something.
I gotcha. Are you ready for a question?
Okay, go ahead, Kyle. I've got the person, but I'll pull it up in a minute. I'll pull it up.
Yeah. We got Apiosaurus saying, do you think Flare Network faucets will be successful?
Facets? Oh, the faucets.
I'm pretty sure it's faucets.
Faucets, yeah. Well, Flare Network has been a long time. It's a part of the XRP sort of network and stuff like that. I think it'll do well. I mean, I see a lot of people on that XRP network. They're just buying that. They're using their ways to kind of yield farmed it and shit, and then to create income for themselves. And it should be okay. I mean, if you have a 4x in the price of XRP, a lot of the kind of underlying, it's kind of like there's these kind of like how do you call it? Like there are these very interesting sort of like ecosystem effects essentially that happen. So
yeah,
Flare could do okay, but is it something that I'm personally really investing or doing anything with? No, I'm not. But you should do okay. I mean, if XRP does well, then you have XLM that'll do well, and you'll have a bunch of other things that do well as well in that network, HBAR and stuff. But personally, I'm just not in that stuff. Obviously, we can make money in it, and if I see an opportunity, like I could get a quick 2-3x or something, then roll that into other coins that I'm very hyper paying attention to and stuff, and have much more of an ability to have more. Like I have more. Something I say in the classes and in YouTube a lot. It's called informational advantage, right? Like people ask me all the time, Miguel, what do you think about the Tate coins, right?
Yeah.
I say I like them. It's cool. I like Andrew Tate. I like his brother. I like the whole setup and shit. Luke, shout out to Luke.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to them. You know, shout out to Waller. Shout out to all the guys, man, bro. I know tons of people. Dude, I'm friends with so many of their friends. Literally, like real world friends. Like I'm actually friends with their friends. Oh, there's a joke there, but I didn't say it. I'm friends with their friends. Die by fire. Die by fire. No. But I'm friends with a lot of their friends, and I do like their crypto coins. But here's the thing, because why? Because they keep talking about it. They haven't rugged it. They're coming out with it. But the problem is that with that coin, I'm not in their network in terms of I'm not in the war room, or I'm not in the real world, right? And in order to get like more of information or more reputation and points. You have to be a certain like tier within those things. And I just don't have time with that because I'm running my own thing.
Yep.
That's not me player hating this shit. That's me respecting like, oh, I get it. I get the game. But for me, I got informational disadvantage. So I feel like I could get chopped up. So no, thank you. You know, but if someone told me like, oh, I have some take coin, I'm like, no, don't sell it. I'm like, sell it. No, I'm going to say, yeah, that's good, man. You like the coin? Are you in the real world? Are you in that shit? Yes. Okay, cool. Boom. You know, stream for it. And right now that token's gone down. People can, if you DCA a little bit, not just that coin, but DCA, get a bag of that, you might do okay. Because later on things are going to get hot, right? So go ahead, Kyle.
All right, we got Kicking It With Kicks saying realistic Sui price tag.
Sure. Let me pull up the Stewie real quick. Pull up my screen real quick. Die by fire. Die by fire. Dude, I got that song stuck in my head now. Damn it. Stewie's a great $2.20, right? Incredible price, you guys. Incredible price. I like Stewie quite a lot. So look, over the last year, right? So where did we top out? Look, December, right? $5. It's come down. It's only so all this crying. Oh, tariffs! It's all over my world. Oh no, equities are down. I'm just. My girlfriend's gonna leave me, Miguel. Look, the main good L1 tokens. What have they gone down? They've gone down like 50% at most. And these are like, now this one is a very VC backed token. It's one of the tokens that just one of the rare tokens I got added to the Phantom wallet and stuff, which we already know is already in, which is already like pretty VC back sort of thing and stuff like, because the only kind of network they supported was Solana effectively, right? But it's come down. Now is when you make decent. I'll give you guys a little sauce, right? Look at Sui. You buy 80% of your bag of Sui because a lot, like obviously right now you can't handle volatility. Because why? You're like, okay, Miguel Sui, blah 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 blah, and this shit coin on Sui. Huh? 100x, right? And you wake up, it's like, yes, Miguel, I will buy it all. No, you're not like, no. You're supposed to mostly hold Sui, and if the other coin, you make some side plays, and if that does really well, you can roll profits back into Sui. No. What was that side play you said first?
Hold up, what's that quick 10x you said?
What's it? No, quick 10x, Miguel. No, you're not. Miguel, shush. What was that coin you said again, bro? And that's how, not all you guys, but I would say 20% loud minority that cries a lot. Not my guys, but I've seen it a little bit here and there. But like Deep Book is a decent coin on Sui. Let me pull up the other one coin. Deep Book's a good one. Let me find the other one. Man, should I get with it? I think Bluefin's a good one. Deep and Deep is a pretty decent one, though. These are the main kind of swap dexes to use right now. There are starting to be some meme coins and stuff going down on there and stuff, but those are good little side plays to put some money into and stuff. Blue and I always forget the name of the other one. God damn it! I always look it up. Bluefin. 21 million. The other one's 140 million market cap. Boom. Right. There you go. I think those two are decent little side plays. Put 10%, a little Sui, and then eventually you might put another 10% into a couple meme coin scratchers on Sui right now. But you have to first go into, here's how you do research on that. Let me search up Sui crypto. Boom. You learn what Sui is. Okay. From there, it's almost like you have to take the crypto mindset course to learn how to do research and shit. I don't know, right? I don't know. I might know if you missed it, the Citadel. The Citadel, right?
There you go.
And as you continue on, right, you then search up kind of like what are guys that are like basically like Sui maximalists. Because I know there's very few, but there's always is, right? Like there's PulseChain guys, there's PulseChain streamers, there's Solana guys, there's Solana meme coin guys. So as you find these YouTubers, see what they're really interested into. Obviously, check them out. You have to like your bullshit detector is like some of you guys some of you guys have to learn like, oh, this guy's kind of a grifting motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then you have to like, oh, this guy's a little more trustworthy. And then you meld them all in between, and then eventually you're like, oh wow, even the grifting guy to the not grifting guy, kind of likes this coin. I'm put this on the list. I'm gonna get a position, right? And as you get these positions, right, then you're like, okay, I'm making 2-3 good meme plays, and then if I find something like extraordinary on Sweep, because obviously some stuff doesn't launch until the market turns up, and then they'll start launching really cool stuff on Sui during the launch period. Because why would they wait until the market's really hot? Because they want to make money.
Where there's
Right?
hype, there's money.
Yeah. Jimmy, you've been around. It's like, what's going on with PulseChain? Jimmy, you've been around a long time, bro. You should know exactly what's going on with PulseChain. Bro, you were course uno
Number
en el año
one.
2020.
You.
Septiembre. Hijo de la madre. Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo, amén, Dios. Perdónanos a todos esos pinches cabrones por no haciendo su tarea. Por no vendiendo cuando deben. Y por. Ya pasaron 5 años. Y preguntando. Oh my God, damn it, Jimmy. Jimmy, English, please.
We asked why. Why?
Jimmy, my brother, you have been here for 1 month in crypto. Un mes in crypto. 1 month in crypto is 1 year of equities. Okay. So let's do some math, right? It's 2020, right? 2025. Let's put 4.5 years times 12. So right now, you should be 54 years old in equity terms. That's how old you are in crypto knowledge. Deport. God damn it.
It was bound to happen.
Jimmy owns every S token on Sui already. Yes. Oh, fuck, dude. Dabafaya. No, I love Jimmy. I'm just Jimmy busting Jimmy's balls. I met Jimmy a good time. He loves some Tokyo teas by the pool. Come out to the next one, brother. Come on, bro. Yeah. I know you live close by. You better hear me on the next party. But yeah, Jimmy's an OG. But I'll get to PulseChain eventually. But we're going to answer a lot of the general market questions, and then we'll go into PulseChain and we'll go into other stuff. So there's plenty of time. Don't worry. But what was the question I was answering, Kyle?
Just earlier, I just took it out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sui. Yeah, I like Sui. I think Deep Book or Deep and like Deep Fin are like or Bluefin are decent coins to put like anywhere between like 5-10%, 100% of my portfolio in them. That's some delusional shit, bro. Oh, here's Charlie. Goddamn, here you go.
Jimmy went on vacation with the side chicks for a while.
Oh my God, man. Dollar cost crypto is 99 years old in crypto. Oh, bro, no, I'm much older than that, bro. I can tell you exactly how old I am. I am officially 8 years in the game. Let's see, 2016. Oh, was that 9 years? Jesus, wait.
It's been that long.
Let's call it 8 years, 1 month. Let's call it 8 times 12 plus 1. I'm 97 years old. 97 years old, so very close. Yeah, 90. I'm about 97 years old in crypto game. Might be 99 years old, right? Or 98 years old right now in crypto years. Long time. I taught throughout my 50s.
There you go.
It was a bad year because look, I'm only 14. Look what it did to me.
14 years old?
Yeah, 14 years old. And look what I look like. For crying out.
And right now, Sui looks fucking gay.
Yeah,
it does. Because why?
Does.
The main L1 token gets down. People lose testicular fortitude to do stuff. Even on Sonic, right? Sonic's just going because nothing. The token's not really crashing. It's going sideways, right?
Yeah.
You know, we in the shot to CMC, we took profits. Started taking profits at $1.20 to $1.40.
Yep.
Bought that 41-cent low, pumped back up, went back down. Caught a bunch of pumps on fucking goggles, on shadow, on just about everything you can. A little derp, just a tiny bit. And now we're just yield farming, chilling, grilling, you know, meme-fying out in the space and stuff. And, you know, Some people are taking profits into increasing their LP positions. Some people are taking their income and buying more Sonic. I'm doing a little of both. I'm kind of adding 1 week. I'm adding to LP positions. Another week I'm adding to like Sonic positions. It's beautiful, you know. Can't believe I bought Sui at $4, but no, you wouldn't because look, like here's the thing. Okay, let's just say Bitcoin kept going. Let's just say like instead of like the tariff thing, right? And when the market started going up, right? Now I think overall, right? If the tariff thing never happened, I think there still would have been somewhat of a sell-off because here's why: because the Dems are a bunch of cheating, lying motherfuckers, and two, I mean the whole USA thing proved it. That's just one small thing. Like that's just a small thing, right? You know, one thing I will say I'm a little like weird about, like I like Cash as the FBI director, I do, but like there's like been no more talk of any corruption coming out of the FBI anymore. Unless it's like there's been 5,000 deaths at the FBI. Oh, never mind. Cash money, continue. Right? But tip of the iceberg, right? But there's more and more stuff to like happen, right? Cash hasn't done shit yet. I mean, I think he's been cleaning up a little bit. Some people have been letting go. Some people have been quitting voluntarily. Like that is one thing like Trump's been nice about, sort of. I think that's not to rock the boat too much. But like, hey, you did illegal shit. If you leave, if you leave right now, we won't come after you for shit. Dog. And 8 months of money? Shit. I'm out. You know, and people are out, right? I think that's happened quite a lot. So I think that's one of the big reasons why we haven't seen too many arrests and stuff, because a lot of people quit. When Trump was giving that window out, a ton of people quit and just like, give me 8 months up front. Shit. I want to start that Etsy store right now.
Exactly.
Other people are like, man, I've been scamming the government for years. I'll leave right now.
I'm rich, bitch.
The smart ones, right? Also, the Republicans have been scamming. Because remember, two sides, same coin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jimmy, I'll come to that 1 second, right? I'll come to that right now. Here. Jimmy giveth and Jimmy keep giveth. But that fucked me up so much. That's so bad. But basically, yeah, there's tons of crooks in the Republican Party too.
Yeah.
And the Libertarian Party. And the Green Party, especially those motherfuckers. And the Tea Party at some point, right? And the Republicans and the Democrats. I had to say Republicans twice. Because every party, all these fuckers have some way to grift a little bit. Like, do you think, okay, let's just say dog. Like, I mean, I wouldn't do it. I try not to do it, but like lenses can be put on people in many different ways. Maybe I should put a meme on Kyle. I don't know. Let's just no. That one. No. That one.
Broke nigga alert. 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 Broke nigga alert.
Now that they don't know my secret identity. He flies. He's Goggle Man. Goggle, stay on, ladies and gentlemen. I bought Pulse with this semester's fees and borrowed money from someone else to pay for college. Damn, degenerate. I love it. They stay on. What's this? Oh, shit. Okay, I'm about to say some real shit today, bro. There's the pig. I'm all powerful now. Damn, look at them. Look at them shoulders coming in. Look at that shit. One thing I've always gone out of the way is not to do fucking shrugs, because man, dude, I do not want sleep apnea.
Yeah,
it's inevitable. Like today, I was doing fucking like bent over. Like usually, I switch from like supinated versus like overhand.
Yeah.
Damn, today I just saved the whole thing. I just tired a little bit, but like you're gonna be. I mean, if you lift heavy weights, dumbbells, bench, you still are activating your lats and shit a little bit.
Regardless, yeah.
But I lost my train of thought. JK. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Next question, Cal.
All right, perfect. This is a good one. Besides MetaMask, is there any other wallet that you recommend?
Trezor, Exodus, Trust Wallet, Internet Money Wallet, which is our boy KG's wallet, which I'm probably fucking the name up, but you know what I mean. For PulseChain, I think it's incredible, right? Yo boy was right about what you. A lot of the guys in the courts were like, but like Rabby, acting like a rabid rabbit now, huh? I am very slow to add wallets because why? There are our bank vault goggles. Goggles are still on; they're just off. I was having trouble reading comments. Shit, my bad. But the reason I was against a Rabby wallet, for one, my boy KG, he kind of low said, "Yo, it's run by the Jews."
Wait a minute.
He kind of did say that. What? I was like, I had to do some investigation, and no, it's not. It was like Singaporean.
Oh, okay.
They're like, but though that's like the guys of the Asian.
that's their dark elves.
Yo. But like it's the thing. I know MetaMask isn't perfect. It's not, but it's what we used forever for all of DeFi. It's it's not perfect, and they're fucking lazy, and then intentionally playing politics and not adding things, and like it's just annoying. But all the money in all of cryptos on the it's if you can have all the other besides Trezor and Ledger, which are hardware wallets. Those are literal bank vault wallets. Okay, excluding those two wallets, MetaMask has all the money of crypto. I'm not talking about a Bitcoin paper wallet. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the main wallets you can buy. You can install on your computer right now. Hot wallets / sort of like sort of not hot wallets, but like hot wallets essentially. MetaMask holds everything, like literally everything. It's like you could add up all the other wallets combined, multiply them by 4, and probably still not have more money that's on the MetaMask wallets, because MetaMask is holding a ton of OG Sonic money because they all went up from Phantom to Sonic. People, especially if you have an OG legacy wallet, you don't move stuff because there's airdrops, there's things, there's legacy money. You're very careful about it, right? All the OG Hex money, now PulseChain money is on MetaMask, right? All the fucking money on Ethereum's on MetaMask wallets. All the money on originally on Solana was a lot. Actually, there is some OG Solana money that's on MetaMask and stuff from back in the day. You have Base Protocol. Yeah, I can go down the list and stuff right now of just chains that all use MetaMask. So we got Solana, Ethereum, BSC, Base Protocol, PulseChain, Tunt Network. Actually, Tunt no. Well, I never used Tunt on that one.
I haven't.
You can use Sui, you can use Sonic, Barachain, Polygon, Avalanche, Cronos, Arbitrum, Hyperliquid, World, basically everybody. Everybody. Because why? Because you know it's going to work and you're not going to get rugged from it. You'll get rugged from doing some retarded shit like clicking on something or an email, and 99% of the time, it's an email.
Yeah.
If anyone says you anything on email, besides me or Charlie, it's a scam. If I just bought $10,000 of Pepe from Gemini,
yeah.
Hey Miguel, you just bought $10,000 from Gemini of Pepe. Checks out.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of even this suspicious activity on your account, log in. Gay.
Miguel, this Nigerian king needs my Bitcoin. He needs it.
I just raised tariffs on Nigeria by 100%, right?
Now he needs it even more.
Yo, dog. No, not even lying, Kyle.
What's up?
I'd raise tariffs on India by 300% just for the Indian call scams. And on Malaysia, too.
Just so they can put a stop to them?
Like, the movie Beekeeper? That was totally... I love how they made them all white. Dog. Let's stop it. Like, it's come to the point now where, like, all right, like if they're Mexican, right? It's like the Mexicans started making so much money. No, I shouldn't say that because like people can misconstrue. The Indians got so rich off of scamming old white ladies and like elderly black men and women and stuff. And just elderly people in general of scamming so many people with this shit. They get some young guys too sometimes, but they just don't have as much money, right? Scamming so many people that then I have Malaysians. They've offshored their Indian call center scams to Malaysia, and you got Indian overlords over the Malaysian scum, phoning people, scamming people. It's crazy. Bro, I'm Indian. Stop cooking us. Thy cook thyself.
Yeah.
Bro, I have a meme in here right now. I'm not gonna play it, but it's a bunch of white dudes pretending to be Indian cooking street food, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's bad? When you got Africans from Africa cooking y'all.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying Indians from America. I'm saying Indians from India.
Yes.
Dude, when an immigrant comes here, we raise the bar. Like legitimately. Everything I say is like I got the soul stone on deck, bro. I see, bro. I'm all seeing right. I got the goggles on. Infinity gauntlet. This shit's heavy as fuck, by the way. Infinity, and I work out too. Like Infinity overhead 250. Like standing military press to the clavicle.
Full range.
Full range. I'm not gonna lie, my neck hurts a little bit afterwards. But
Wait, hold on. No straps.
No strap. Well, the straps really
Wrist
really
strap? No, I mean still.
Well, wrist straps, yeah. Like, I've gotten so fat over the years. I don't use belts anymore because I need to buy a belt. Like, that's one of my thing on my shopping list. Like, I need a belt, bro. Like, I feel like I'm getting off of this topic.
Yeah, very much so.
Sorry, it's a soul stone. I know you get off of it because it makes me too introspective.
It's too much.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going, Cal.
All right, hell yeah. We got.
But I love my Indian brothers, man.
Yeah, man.
But
Hard workers.
dogs, deodorant, and like curry to once a week. And I love curry, by the way. I love spicy food. I fucking love spicy food, bro. I love.
Dude,
I'm one of the few people that can hang with the Indian spice. I can hang.
Yes,
I can hang. But
do. It's like more numbing for them.
Yeah. They don't really go like there's like chiles de árbol. Like
Yeah.
That's just
pain. That's just pain.
Pain.
They're good when they're dry, but yeah. All right, we got Ranguizi saying, should I get XLM or HBAR?
I think XLM. Because the guy who owns XLM is so deeply connected, and there's Elon Musk and like PayPal mafia ties, which is there's PayPal mafia ties, that is Trump government ties, and also they're going to be the chain that's running the central bank currency of. Oh my god, I spaced the name. My god. Oh yeah. Of the Ukraine, and the Ukraine's going to get carved up. So. Yeah.
I got Tex Hex saying, any other gaming coins that are down 99% worth buying? Thanks for all you do. Glad my H stakes made big.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Shout out Tex-Mex. So gaming coins are down 99%. I mean, Root. I think Root's cool. Story's cool. Root, Story, Gala, yeah. Illuvium. From there, it's really just taking shots on smaller stuff. There's some interesting games. There's some interesting games on Sonic for the most part.
Yep.
But like, I think FT or Fate's okay. That's cheap right now as well. Oil on Sonic. The guys won't stop talking about oil, man. We're in the oil business is a booming. The oil game's crazy. Derp's just a meme coin on Sonic. 8,000% APR. You can actually yield it for 2,000 pretty safely. So if you want a little derp position.
Like that
2,000% APR, not bad. That's Sonic though. On I'm gonna have Hexy Bass around here. Like Hexy Bass was making a comeback tour and stuff. He's bringing 9-inch back. I'm passing him the Cialis pack.
Is it 10-inch now?
I don't know. Well, probably not. But yeah, let's keep going.
All right. We got Root on with the $10 super chat saying, my boy DCC, I'm trying to cash in after 3 years of blood and dump these profits into OG Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Is that too much to ask for a fat N2?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Pot agreed.
This is so ridiculous. I don't know if this is true. Like this is so out of pocket. I don't know. Wait, my boy DCC, I'm trying to cash in after 3 years of blood. Well, bro, you bought in the best time. You bought in during the lows, right?
Yeah. 3 years ago.
3 years ago, these profits into OG. This is where you lost me, bro. You lost me big time. Now I know she's gonna pay, right? But like, he's like, you talking about getting three Blue Eyes White Dragons, a Dark Magician, a Dark Magician Girl? Because that's that's the 4 cards that are worth anything.
Hollows.
It's hollows. First 1990. Wait, no. 2001.
I don't know.
I think it's 2001. Yeah, 2001 Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the original launch, and it's just Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician Girl are the only ones that are really worth anything for the most part on there. Exodia maybe a little bit. Like, not even lying, bro. I've been looking into buying like a PSA 10 Blastoise just for just to shit on Jack Napier. Big black man. But I had all those too when I was younger. And Kyle.
All right, you know.
No.
I was a baby dog.
No. My brother Kyle over here had my mom trying to defend him, and I had to shut her down. I took the writing crap out. No. I had all these holographic cards. Me being a kid, I put my stuff away in a binder. I put all my extras and stuff. Kyle got himself into a little walker. You know those little walkers you put kids in where they start walking for the first time and it has like a whole rolly system. It gets tall enough to pull open the cabinet I had my cards in, and he loved my holos. Apparently,
they tasted better. All right.
So then he used my holographic holographic like with Dark Magicians.
It was the Dark Magician girl. I remember.
Yeah, Dark Magician girl, dude. I had everything, bro. Like the one that pissed me off the most, Kyle, out of everything, was my first edition holographic. Is it Zinc? No, it's Jinx. No, not Jinx. What you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm really stretching my memory here for this one. Jinzo,
there you go.
I use that card all the time in tournaments, and that's when I just gave up, bro. Like it was over, bro. Like it was like Banzu the Soul Eater and shit destroyed. I mean, tragedy, bro. I mean, it was a holocaust. But it was like in stages where then I tried to like lock it up. You found a way to break the lock somehow. And my red eyes were gone, bro. But no one really used red eyes, really. Let's be honest. Like red eyes was pretty trash. I had it, but it was like you couldn't use it for the game.
Cool,
it was just cool card, but 2400 attack power, trash.
Trash,
yeah, dude. No. And even polymerization cards were pretty weak back then too. So that's not really like it's before the XYZ era and stuff like that with the new Yu-Gi-Oh guy. Jinzo. Penguin Soldiers, my Penguin Soldiers I literally had guys cuss me out at a tournament one time because every time they attacked me, my Penguin Soldier would flip over and I'd send his cards back to his hand, and he'd just be like, you look at me like, dog. I sacrifice this and then do this. Flip.
Back to your hand.
Back to your hand. He's like, I was top dork back in the day. Dork. Jinzo. I love Jinzo card. Jinzo was cool. It was only one sack. The reason with Jinzo was so cool, you sacrifice one card.
Yep.
The game has gone too ridiculous. Synchro summon this and do this and then it's like it's just ridiculous. And that's why no one plays it anymore. I mean, really, like
they synchro summons
and also samurais. But Pokemon has always and Pokemon's always been a shitty card game too. Like it's collectible. It's a collector's game. But this whole thing of like people playing Pokemon for real, it's lame, dude. Like Yu-Gi-Oh has always been a better card game.
Yes.
But like it started like utility versus like the cards are just known by more normies, so they go up higher, which is Pokemon. So like literally like Yu-Gi-Oh is Ethereum and like Bitcoin is just Pokemon cards. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
We got
Magic the Gathering. Yeah, Magic kind of sucks too, bro. Like, and then it's like unless you got Black Lotus and you got the original set, no one gives a fuck, bro, at all. Like, and then people spend so much money in order to get like a working playing deck. Don't ask me how. I got interested one time and I found, dude, you'd be so surprised the conversations I've had with people at the craps table. Like I had a conversation with a guy that actually he had a Magic the Gathering. He's like, hey, how much you? Oh, bro, it's like, dude, in order to get a tournament deck up, like I've spent like 4,000 on my deck this season.
Oh my god.
Anyway, sorry.
All right, we got a Tex X with the 20 euro. Is that? Yeah. Please check the daily on NXQ/USDC. How about a shout out to NextCloud?
X Cloud?
Cloud.
I'll look real quick. Let me see. What's it? X what? Or
NXQ.
Q. What next is mutual or which one you talk? I'm not finding it unless it's a meme coin. Let me look. What is it? Okay. I am not seeing what you're talking about right now. But shout out to you, Tex Max. I know you're probably doing something cool with that. Next one, Cal.
All right, we got Alex Luther with the $9.99 super chat saying Crow Coin just released another 70 billion coins. How do you feel about Crow Coin?
They did that in order to so obviously I don't like when they create a bunch of tokens out of thin air, right? So let's look at Pull me up, Kyle.
Yep.
Okay, Crow. Crow token's a token I told people to buy at the lows. Still in profit. Right? Let's look at the max. Let's go over here to boom, the lows. Where did it drop down to? 5 cents, 9 cents, right? Then it dropped again recently, right? Oh no, Crow gay. 7 cents. 17 cents, right? So okay, Crow token in terms of fully diluted supply, right? I think this is a little off and stuff, but let me see. Let me give me 1 second. Crow. Jesus with the shit. I'll find the supply right now. Okay, so currently circulating supply of Crow tokens approximately 27 billion tokens, with a total supply reported to be around 97 billion Crow tokens, with the maximum supply capped at 100 billion Crow tokens. In March of 2025, the Cronos community approved the proposed community, the founders, the community. me and CZ voted. Approved a proposal to increase the total supply from 30 billion to 100 billion Crow tokens over a 10-year vesting period. There you go. That means an additional 7 billion a year in inflation. We're previously issuing tokens that were previously burned in 21 to establish a strategic reserve aiming at funding the ecosystem and growth. Yield farming. So they're basically going to be they're probably going to do something like 3 billion of Crow tokens for yield farming, just like Sonic's doing with their infrastructure. Obviously different parameters per tokens and stuff, right? And why do they do this? Because they're going to get a lot of volume coming in from normies when the bull market starts. Also, another reasons why they did this is because Trump is going to make all his like Liberty Fi ETFs launch on crypto.com. So they're going to have a lot of Trump people, a lot of Trump money coming in. So they're going to capitalize in it. They have a Crow network, right? Cronos, and they're going to boost the yield farming on there to be competitive against. So basically, they're going towards a DeFi and yield farming standard, which works, which is why Sonic is doing so good and still onboarding more and more money right now. Yeah. So I'm very bullish on Crow right now. Still are. It's at 9 cents, right? But obviously so essentially, right? If you actually look at this sort of math right here, right? So approximately Crow tokens are in circulation right now are about 27 billion right now. But if you actually look at the actual amount of actual tokens circulating right now, it's 27 billion. So if there's 7 billion that come out every year additionally now, because over a 10-year vesting period, right? 7 billion out of 70 billion, right? 7 billion, right? You're essentially increasing the supply roughly 25% per year initially. Then the next year it's going to be 21% because it's that 7 billion becomes a smaller proportion of inflation over time. So this is something that is very important when developing your fundamentals, your token, right? Is to have especially for a platform or an L1 or a DEX, to have a really cool vesting strategy where you can turn on the gas when it comes into like tokens to be competitive in APRs and APYs to incentivize yield farming. So there's money coming to your chain, and then at some point somebody will go, fuck it, I'll put some money in some other tokens, and then this really helps out your ecosystem. So there you go. Yeah, they're gonna be launching Trump stablecoins as well. Yeah, so the whole suite of stuff through like Liberty Fi and everything like that. Of course, I never bought Liberty Fi because I honestly the whole having to sign in, be a credit investor, I knew that's just gonna shrink it down to quite a few amount of people. One coin that I do like for if you are trying to make money off of TradFi is let me see if I can pull it up before. I like Ondo. Pull it up. This is as TradFi as you can get right here, man. I think Ondo is actually a decent buy right now. Went up to $2. It's down a lot more than Sui is right now. This is where a lot of TradFi, I'm talking about BlackRock and all them and stuff, Coinbase, Crypto.com, they're yield farming And you also have some TradFi players in order. So you have to go full KYC and be also invited in to even really get into some of their equity plays / treasury plays within the ecosystem to get those pools and stuff. So, and they're also partnered up with a couple of DeFi kind of deployers and stuff in the background. Trying to remember the guys. They were with R for a while. I bet you I could look it up real quick. Frax. They're with Frax. So Frax is kind of their DeFi sort of player that's helping them find out and stuff. So Frax is pretty well connected now. Pretty cool. So, yeah. Yeah, Ondo's a great one because it's another way to invest into RWAs, real world assets. Remember 6 to 8 months ago, no one shut the fuck up about that. Now it's like when I was investing into PDI, I would only buy it when nobody was talking about it. No Somi tweets. No tweets from anybody. Right? PDI gay, right? Then I'd buy. Then Studio 69 was really hot when the gay club was like the gay club couldn't be stopped. YMCA, right? Everyone in PulseChain couldn't shut up about the YMCA, so I started dumping it. It was the easiest thing. So because the noise level on PulseChain is so loud that it's like everyone's talking about it, we close. Anyway.
And we got Kevin asking Cardano price prediction.
Cardano price prediction? Sure. 1 second too. Some of these questions I won't answer just because, I don't want to answer them and stuff, but Cardano should do well, right? But it all depends on where we are at with Cardano is working with the government like a bit and stuff. So it is likely now they're kind of added to the list of possible projects that will get an ETF. Beforehand, I would have probably not put them on the list, but now that Charles is working with the government and stuff like that, it's more likely that he'll be greenlit to actually get an ETF pass, which is pretty cool. So, we just have to let's look at previous all-time highs, right? This topped out here in 21. I just looked down here, God damn it. At $3, right? So I would imagine it doesn't take that much for it to get back to $3. So I would imagine about a $5 to a $10 price. I know it's a big range because we have to see what happens with the cycle is where Bitcoin kind of tops out at. It's possible we could top out at what like our most bearish top at always been like 160, right? I think more of a 220, 230 is more likely, but the longer the cycle lasts and as the interest rates come down, the economy starts booming and stuff and money starts flowing into crypto as more and more of these basically TradFi money starts coming into the space because you guys were asking for it, not me. And the retirement money comes in. You're going to try to see really volatile sort of like price movements. So there you go.
All right, we got Devin Mohan with which L1s do you expect to pump first? PulseChain pump last?
Well, L1s, right? So I mean Bitcoin, duh.
Yeah.
Because you'll see pump in terms of, I'll see Sonic, Bitcoin, Solana move first, then Sui, XRP, because XRP is an L1, right? XRP, Sui, XRP, Ton moving a little bit, yeah, because he got himself out of France. He got himself the fuck out. He got let go.
Yeah,
he's yeah. Yeah. Thoughts on my lady? I'm fading. Yeah.
You're fading?
Fade, super fade.
Gotcha.
Ultra fade. Ultra fade. Yeah. Let's see. That super chat we'll answer in a minute. Now, I think Jimmy said earlier is like, I'm buying nothing but meme coins right now.
Yeah.
Right? So if your portfolio is mostly meme coins and the meme coins crash, you're down a lot. And then I've noticed a lot of guys, I'm not saying you, Jimmy, but a lot of guys who are holding on to those coins, when they go down a lot, they get real emotional that fuck Trump, fuck tariffs, fuck. Like if you're in Solana right now and you've been buying for a while and you've been like a lot of you guys, most of you guys have been with me for a while. You're not down on Solana. Am I down on Solana, Kyle? No.
Nope.
Fat is making sure I get my I'm having more Solana right now. Like I started taking profits at 5 million market cap. it's 4x since then. So Solana bags are getting nice and chunky. Yeah. But yeah. Go ahead, pull the Josh one up, Kyle.
Yeah, we got Josh with the $20 super chat saying, what are your thoughts on IMX right now? They recently had an unlock in March and have another coming in on the 19th of this month. Do you see it making a comeback?
Yes, I do over GameFi. So Ethereum pumps, we'll have a GameFi pump. So me and Charlie, obviously, we know a lot of kind of VCs in the background, and there's still tons of investment from major funds into GameFi.
Yep.
Why would they do that? Because they think something's going to happen with GameFi at some point, right? There's going to be a GameFi push. I don't know. I mean, it's been the classic, I don't know. We got Adolf Hitler. We got Adolf Hitler in Argentina before we got GTA 6.
Yeah.
Right. So GTA 6 might be a part of it. Now, if this cycle bleeds into 26,
That 6-year cycle.
or 6-year cycle, I had a dream. If it comes true, damn, that'd be crazy. In the GOAT year too.
Yeah,
That means I'm gonna sell the top, baby.
Wait, that means my year is to buy the bottoms.
Yeah, well,
Local bottoms.
yeah, you're gonna do really well. I mean, yeah, especially guys in Kyle's. How old are you, Kyle, right now?
23.
Don't care.
Didn't ask. Didn't ask. Don't care.
No, but like guys in Kyle's age and younger and stuff, right? Like the longer it takes, like this is a gift for you young guys. Like me and Charlie and guys who are older and stuff. We got cash and shit. We can throw huge chunks in this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But for guys who are just like paycheck by paycheck and stuff like that, time is your friend.
I preach to my friends every goddamn day saying DCA. Just get in whatever you can.
Yeah. So sit down. What am I buying right now? I have been buying. I got tempted to buy Ethereum. I haven't, but I got tempted. But I bought some more. It's mostly been Sonic. I bridged in some money into PulseChain, bought some PGC, and I almost pulled the trigger on buying PulseX. Almost. I didn't do it. Because knowing you guys and the rest of the market, there might be one more downturn before that. Because I said this on my last stream. We got 2 weeks of turmoil, which I said. I said that I actually even put a date on it. We'll start seeing the turmoil sort of like starting to be done by April 8th, but it could take as long as the second week into April, right? So like if I look at when I did my first stream on the 1st, right, 2 weeks from there, right, by the 15th, which is a Tuesday, it should be we should be out of the craziest stuff of all this tariff stuff, because a lot of countries you'll find out you have countries that are like Malaysia, you have Vietnam, right? The Vietnam War, technically the Vietnam won, right? Yep. The Vietnamese won. There's some people that say no, yeah, we did. We surrendered. We left. We didn't surrender. We left. We strategically retreated with terms, right? And the Vietnam War was over pretty quick.
Yeah,
they're like, hey. If you come to the table, we'll go 0-0.
What's up?
Crypto Toad. Sorry I'm late, man. We can start now.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, brother. I just buy more PulseX and memes and stuff. May I think May we're cooking. I think May bro. I'm putting some money on it. I'm going on Poly Market. I'm putting money on this bet right now. As a matter of fact, we'll go to Poly Market right now. 1 second. Let me put okay. So, I have to pull it up on my side. Yeah, sorry, Kyle. Yeah, my bad, bro.
Oh, you're waiting.
Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. Who else is doing this with you on a Saturday? Nobody but me. Fed decision in May, right? May 7th, right? This is the next one, right? Most people are saying most of the money's on no, right? So let's just say if I said yes, let's just say I put $100 and there's a 25 basis point. Let me see. I'm sorry. I think that's 50. Yeah. Let's say it's a 25. $100 gets me. So it's about a 5x leverage on that bitch.
Hey.
Right? $100, right?
How much for the parlay?
So if I don't, let's just say I don't know. This is not me. I don't know. You can't be in the United States and do this. But you put $100 on the 25 basis points chump change money. $500 is not bad, and then $100 on here, possibly an interesting DCA.
Huh.
I don't know. I think it's happening in May, but we'll see. But the pressure's happening. Like the Fed's being real lame right now. But a lot of money is going to treasuries. It's going to push it down. The interest rates need to go down because the United States needs to refinance that debt. It needs to happen. Was it? I think it's $9 trillion in debt needs to be refinanced cheaply. And if interest rates go down, that helps crypto out because we're a risk-on asset. And the M2 money supply is starting to grow finally. Like, and also too, I said the Fed runoff, right? So so we've been in QT for a long time, right? Which is quantitative tightening. The Fed, before its recent cut in this, the real big news on the March meeting on the 19th, or let me look at the on the 19th, yeah, was I kind of said, hey, there's a possibility for rate cuts, but it's pretty unlikely. But I'm more interested on if the Fed's going to keep running off the balance sheet. What that means is they can just print the same amount of money to buy back the bonds again, and basically nothing changes, right? They still get the interest payment from it, but like nothing changes. Like the amount in the system's there. But when they run it off, they let the bond be paid off, and then it goes away, and then essentially that burns away, that takes away liquidity from the market. So as these bonds mature, the money has to be paid back from the bonds back to the market. So that money exits and leaves basically banks, like the banking side of the United States government. This money gets to be paid back. When does it have to be refinanced? Usually within the next 3 to 9 months from now. So it's because all of it's different ages and stuff. Yeah. But it has to be done probably by the summer. Most of it by the summer and like early fall for $9 trillion. So they're gonna cut rates. They have to. They have to. Any coins have a chance of replacing Ethereum in the future? Sonic. It's tough just because there's so much incumbents and stuff. It's tough. Not XRP. That's going to be I don't think XRP will just be some side player thing and always it will be used and shit. But like, I don't think it's really gonna. I think they're too corporate and free, and not free. I mean, but yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on there and stuff. So, back in Vegas, just left away. Somebody DM'd me that they're in town and shit. I just was not in town at the time. Like I just barely came in.
Literally.
Be nuts if Sonic did. I just be the biggest I told you so. But I think Josh was asking about IMX right now. Is it worth? Do you see this making a comeback and stuff? The unlock in March. Honestly, yes, I do see making a comeback. But Ethereum has to pump, right? And this is why the whole conspiracy theory. What they've done essentially is that the only coins that pumped in the cycle that were VC backed Silicon Valley ones, which was Solana, right? Yeah. What else pumped? Bitcoin, because it's the main token. I think they intentionally, even with those losers at those L2 losers, Arbitrum, Base Protocol, right? Even OP, consistently dumping Ethereum. That wasn't enough selling pressure. There was obviously, I think, concerted effort within the U.S. government, some of the larger financial players within the United States government, BlackRock, Fidelity, all these players, right? Yeah. To suppress the price of Ethereum in order to cuck out most crypto people. Because anyone who's really in crypto, we have Bitcoin, right? I have Bitcoin, right? We have Ethereum. But majority of people's money is not really in Bitcoin. It's in Bitcoin somewhat, right? But it's actually in a lot of the other coins. So by intentionally cucking out Ethereum, they essentially purified a lot of actual people within the cycle and stuff, and forced people to get into meme coins. And when meme coins crashed, they essentially just wrecked them and just extracted money from it.
Liquidation.
But yet, all this money's made. Even Trump launched the Trump meme coin. What did he do? He just bought Ethereum with it and wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum. So, yeah, alluvium price per. You can't handle price targets.
Can't handle the truth.
$7. No, I mean. If Ethereum goes up, eventually I think it'll go back up to $300 and stuff like that. But we have to. I think it can go higher, but we just have to see what's happening in terms of just can it catch a GameFi wave where people are playing it right now. If Ethereum goes up, the price will go up. More people will be like, Illuvium's cool because there's money to be made because Ethereum's high now, and that props up the Illuvium price and all this other stuff, and then that causes like a positive feedback loop. But at the same time too, you need player wave and stuff. So there has to be a GameFi wave. Shrapnel's another cool project as well. But we have to get a GameFi wave. That's what it is. Okay, 1 second. There is no second best. That's right.
This is right. This is correct.
That is correct. Thank you. Rich 20. Is it smart to buy Sonic now and hold it for the next cycle, or will we get a current price again or the bull? I think it's smart to buy now. It is, because remember, every cycle, I do expect. Obviously, this is my expectation. It's my prediction, right? I believe the bull market isn't over, but I do expect Sonic to basically go higher than its all-time high, right? Of Phantom, which was like $3.60 or so, right? So if you can get a higher all-time high, that means it won't crash as low. So it went from $3.16 this cycle, and so it could be a sort of thing where, depending on how high, if it goes to $10, what, 90% retracement, maybe it only goes down to like 70 cents, 80 cents. Yeah. Right? It just depends on how high it goes. Then the crash is much less, and they won't go back to 16 cents. But if something bad happens and we only go to $3, it'll definitely go back to 16 cents. So you're buying here in order to try to make some money over the next year or so. Basically, with Sonic, I think this is a decent price right now. Let's pull up Sonic. Sonic's 49 cents, 2 for $1 right now. Yeah. Not bad. The recent drop where you could have bought it really low was 41 cents. You're getting a really You're getting a really
the
other one. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's about 2 for $1, 1.5 billion market cap. They're like, Lewis, this is the market cap of Sonic. Sui is $7 billion. There ain't shit going down on Sui. I'm sorry. Like, sure, I mean, like, I like Deep Book. I like, Bluefin. I like, there's a couple of things that's usable.
Yeah.
There ain't anything happening to the same. I mean, literally, bro. It's like, we're in bizarro world. I could name off 5 or 10 projects right now on Sonic. If you put a gun to my head, Kyle, right now. Don't do it. But if you can pull a gun to my head right now and like, give me 10 sweet projects right now, I'll kill you. I'm dead, dog. I'm
pull
dead.
the trigger, bro.
It's over, bros. Literally, machete in hand. I'm dog food.
I'm dog food.
Bro, it's that bad. It's like some like I'm fresh fit. Yes, these bitches like name 10 countries. Chicago. Bro, it didn't happen. Bro, right now, gun to your head. Someone pulled out the fucking Smith & Wesson 500, 50 caliber bullet. They couldn't even aim for your head. They could just aim for your torso. You're gonna be just in pieces, dismembered. It'd go through the top floor that we're on, down 7 flights of like doing, and then hit a car engine. Right? You couldn't name if you couldn't name Sui or the stablecoin on Sui, right? Name 10 projects. You couldn't do it. Maybe there's a couple guys out here. Obviously, there's some guys who are deep in Sui, of course. But like the average person, and I'm not an average person. I'm a fucking in the trenches in crypto, and I couldn't do it. Sonic though.
Oh.
Now most people on people. So I'm in the trend. Like I am. I've been around forever in PulseChain. So someone be like, name 10 PulseChain projects. I can do it. I can do it because I'm a turbo dork when it comes to PulseChain. You ask the average crypto guy from Solana, name 10 projects on PulseChain. They die, right? But knowing all these ecosystems, I played around. Like you can barely do shit on Sui right now. You really can't. Like you're trading against you're trading against the same 5 dudes.
Exactly.
2 are naked.
2.
It's everything I've said is the truth. Yeah, and Andre hasn't even launched. Andre's talking about launching 5 projects. One of them, one's a credit one, which I'm like, okay, I think that's going to be misused. Yeah. But like, but I've been telling Andre we trust, right? But he's going to launch us. He said, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of cute today. You think I should launch an algorithmic stablecoin? I think I figured out how to solve it. I went, no. I was wummy, dude. The only guy in there that said, dog, I think that might be a bad idea. He basically said in everyone's ears, like, I'm gonna launch my version of Tomb. I'm gonna launch Luna on. I'm gonna launch Luna 3.0.
Oh no.
I'm gonna launch Luna 369. Damn, she fine. On Sonic. Yes or yes.
Spirals for days.
Everyone's like, yeah, dog. That sounds pretty cool. Oh my god. What price do you see for Sonic? I mean, $8. I've said that. That's been my thing. $8 minimum for Sonic. That's been my call forever. Maybe $5 would be the realistic one if I'm being more realistic. But like $8, it can go. I mean, it's 5, 8, or 15.
It's case dependent.
Case dependent on how high we go, and will it finally be rotation deep in the? Because Ethereum pumps everything, it's off. That's the brakes.
Yep.
If Ethereum was just as high, if Ethereum had done just as many multiples, right? Let's look at the price. What's the price right now? Okay, of Bitcoin. Let's look. Pull me up. Beat me up, Scotty. All right. So okay, 15,500, right? 15,500. So we got 83,325. Oh shit! Whoops. I delete the other one. Sorry. 83,325 divided by 15,500. That's the low of Bitcoin. That's a 5.3x. The low of Ethereum this cycle. I'll go off of whatever these guys say. I know what the low is, but like, let's go. Let's see how the lies they tell us. Okay. You see, look at this bullshit. You can't even look at these lies.
Where's the 800?
It's okay. It's 780 divided by times 780. Right now, okay. If it just kept up with Bitcoin, not better, just kept up.
Yep.
Ethereum should be $4,193, so $4,200. Oh, so I'm gonna divide that by the current price of 1,806. That's how undervalued Ethereum is right now. It needs to do a 2.3x just to catch up with Bitcoin is right now, and Bitcoin was at 109,000 earlier a few months ago. Dog. Like, what are we talking? I mean, like, what are we talking about right now? You know, that's crazy. So, even just like a catch up to Bitcoin going well and stuff like that. This is why, like, we have to see what kind of the inflows are. What's the Ethereum? You know, once if even with the Ethereum ETF with inflows, then yeah, Ethereum's like kind of could be pretty cooked. I think it's still do okay. You're gonna make money on it and stuff, but like, obviously, like if Ethereum does well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, you'll make more money on other coins. It's just a safer. Like, will you make more money if you just put it onto Solana? Yeah, you did. You would have, right? But most people did not buy it at 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. Most people didn't even think about buying Solana until $40 to $60, $80. And then once Solana went up a little bit, they're like, oh, fuck, people are really making money on these meme coins. Dumped all their Solana backs for meme coins. Some made money, but people forgot the golden rule. You buy back the L1. They didn't buy back the L1. Yeah. And then when guys don't have much money, you're like, fuck it, man. Punk it to the moon. Right? You gotta you gotta put your money into shit to try to make some money or this and this. And some people did, but then what they do is they just temporarily hold it on into Sol or USDC on Solana, and then they just ape to the next coin until like the volume went away, and then they got caught, basically. Yeah. Bro, how's it that 1K in PulseChain the day it launched today? I have $150. When it launched, it actually went higher than that. Usually never took profits.
Yeah. So
if it launched at that price, within a few days, whenever over the time when it finally peaked and stuff, right? It's $1,000 at SAC. So you had $3,000 or $4,000.
Yeah.
So it's come down. So well, SEC case, Solana. I mean, Ethereum not doing well. It's mostly because Richard's not on YouTube. Like I'll be honest with you, it's mostly because Richard's not on YouTube.
Figurehead is.
Yeah, he has to be out here. You know, I mean, that's the truth. I've said, I mean, like everyone's, I don't know, maybe half of PulseChain's scared to say that, but I'm not. I'll tell you the truth. Like, I mean, Richard needs to get on fucking YouTube and start streaming again and get the fuck off of Twitter.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Like, I'm glad he's on Twitter right now and everything. But like, I mean, I don't think the SEC order made him scared. I think the shit the fucking
Finland.
no Finland. Because he's not in the States, bro. Like Richard's somewhere in Europe, right? Of course, right? You think Richard's in Africa? Can you imagine we find out later Richard was in South Africa? No, Rich. Why would you go to South Africa, bro? During apartheid. No, oh. But it's because you need you think Sonic would be pumping as much right now if it wasn't Andre wasn't tweeting out all day, helping projects out, fucking doing all. You need an active leader who's you think Elon, you think Tesla or any of these companies would be anywhere. You need the figurehead. I'm sorry. I know this that Interpol notice tightened Richard's asshole more than anything, even more than the SEC thing. Sure, I mean he was being cautious, but like that Interpol one fucking tightened his asshole. No, for sure. I'm not scared of talking about it. I mean, I got massive PulseChain bags because I took some profits, been DCAing a while, and I bought the lows, yield farmed a little here, there, but mostly just been kind of holding. I mean, yeah. But then at some point, cool, I've got my bags. I sold DCA'd a little pieces here and there. And then I just, built up other bags, Solana bags, Sonic bags. I'm not just a PulseChain maximalist, right? I'm still Hex Jesus, and I do I still bought some eHex recently and stuff like that. I like eHex, I like pHex, I like PulseX quite a lot, and I had a big thesis about PulseX because it was oversold, and I was right about that. It's caught up tremendously to PulseChain, right? But how much billions you got? A lot. Doing all right. Shekels. How many figures do you and your partner manage? We don't manage anyone's money. I think if we had a fund, we'd tell you, of course, but we don't manage it. We can. We've gotten offers before, and if I could tell you the amount of people that have told me, "Hey, Miguel, will you manage my money?" Bro, I could probably if I blinked and asked and shit, I could probably. Just as a couple phone calls and stuff I could get my hands on $5-10 million in that's with a week of work. Not even. If I was really full time, yeah. Me and Charlie could crowdsource a shit. Not even just crowdsource, just fucking rich people. Fucking you man, DCC, MCC, but it's a big pain in the fucking ass. It really is.
Series 7.
It really is. And then 2, if you also it's just a big pain in the ass. Don't do it. The normal I can even lower it down to where where everyone can understand it over here, where you can understand it is you're Mr. Big Crypto Boy, right? And you start doing good on crypto, then your mom, your dad might hey, can you help us get a little bit of this? We have some family money, okay. And you try to keep it simple for them. Then your cousin, and then this person, and that person, and then your family friends, and then you become Mr. Crypto Guy. Let me help you out, and it just becomes this whole thing where then you have this whole responsibility, and then you have all this responsibility. Even if you win, of course, they'll love you if you win big for them, and they love you. You're you're big G. But then 24/7, they're just fucking hitting you up and shit about the next move, and then this and this, and it's just, and then you're not even getting compensated for it. That's the worst part of it. And that's the worst part when winning.
Yeah.
Watch you do that and then lose. Oh, bro. It's like that classic. You invest everyone's money into Ethereum at the 4,000 top, or at $3,000, and you come home for Thanksgiving, last year, and you're oh, here come Mr. Big Crypto Guy. How's our big crypto investor doing? And that's a big thing too. It's a lot of time. It's sad. People are hater ass motherfuckers. They really are. You talk about crypto because you're so excited talking about crypto. This is why we created the Citadel, right? For people, it's because you need a place to talk to people that are crypto, that are in the crypto space, and are positive and are DCAing and are really in the market. But the problem is you talk about crypto to a lot of people and stuff. Crypto doesn't do well for 6 months and stuff. It's how you doing, bro? It's damn, or they're making fun of you in the back. Dude, did you hear Kyle put a bunch of money in crypto? Dude, crypto sounds stupid. He lost all his money, idiot. That's how they talk about you behind your back.
Yeah.
Cabana. Yeah, I was gonna have Cabana on, but he said he's too drunk. But agree on managing money for others. Never do it. Never. It's thankless work. Thankless fucking work. Oh, I made you rich. Did they break you off anything? No. 2, you could get in trouble for it as well.
Yep.
I haven't heard a case of like a personal thing, but I have heard things like from other people that I don't know about, where like they like, oh, bro, don't worry, I don't need this money, bro. I don't need it. And then later on they need it. Right? Trump's tariffs are super bad, dude. Where's I need the money back? Bro, we're down right now. We're down 15K right now on the money right now, but we're gonna do pretty well. Motherfucker, relationships get ruined. Bro, no, it's like your family asking you for money. Just either I don't got it or a gift. A gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Giga.
Want to pull them up?
Yeah, pull up Giga's one real quick. Shout out to Giga.
UCC, I aped $1 million into PDI. I threw it to 0.03 cents. Am I cooked?
Well, how can I let me give you a little something, man. Which one should I answer this with? Oh no, that's too much. No. Yeah. You're probably not doing well, bro. You're not doing well. Damn. It kind of sounds like a Richard move, huh? Oh, the Trump wallet. I don't know who it is, but it looks like they kind of bought the top like Richard. I don't know. You know, I never, bro. I mean, you know me. I never was a proponent of that. And that's the thing too, bro. You're always better off doing a video than doing like spending all day on Twitter. Like it's fun to do Twitter stuff and do some stuff, but like I think there's a bit of a, I don't know. Like I think there's a bit of like, I don't know, if you're always posting so much content, especially like specific niche content, eventually you'll go full circle where someone can pull up a content of you saying the exact opposite and it just looks bad. Yeah. Or just be off and not know what you've currently said, but you can just send them that way. Yeah. So always watch the risk webinar. Yeah, it's taking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, always watch the risk webinar. Definitely. Why did Richard have to buy the top? I mean, I think there's reasons for it. I think he got heads up from lawyers. Everyone's, how do you know? I don't know. I mean, this is just my speculation, but probably right. Like he got heads up from lawyers. This is what's happening. This and this, right? And also, he probably got heads up because he was a large holder in DAI. He probably was in the DAI Telegram groups and Discords, and also knows other whales, and knew that possibly DAI was going to become an L1, which they still haven't done, but they're about to do apparently. And there's also this whole shot possibly of like the whole thing is that the reason with DAI is in order to stop DAI, you need someone to do like an emergency UN vote in order to stop it. But it's very catastrophic to the system. So they can freeze DAI if they had to, but it just causes huge problems for them to do it. So because DAI is bastardized, it used to just be a decentralized thing, which is fully backed by just Ethereum. That's collateral. Now they've added USDC and Tether. So USDC and Tether could collude together to freeze the network on that and cause a huge problem. But then it would just be this it would just be a huge problem for them. So they could do it, but it was kind of a death button. But them becoming their own L1, that could change the parameters and the rules, and that means they could steal all the fucking SAC money. So at that point, I can't, like, he's like, well, fuck, there's no real easy way to really move it into Bitcoin because you'd have to like even like it's hard. It would be even hard to take those stables in because you have to use some centralized exchange. What if that centralized like janky ass exchange you have to use to sell it on could steal it from you too? Because they're like, oh, everyone hates this guy. Then we can just steal it from them.
Yep.
Right. So like, fuck, I can't do that. So why do we have to do it? So like, then what other options did you have? You buy Solana centralized. They could jack it from you. You can't buy anything. I mean, you could have bought Sonic, probably been okay, but that wasn't an option at the time. And it's too small in market cap too for that much cash. So you really had no option other than you have to buy Ethereum because it's decentralized. They can't freeze it. Like, look at all the stuff that happened. All that money that was stolen. Like, you can never stop the Ethereum side. You can track it, but you can't do anything to it. So he bought it. Now, obviously, if there wasn't lawyers in purpose, then maybe just Richard was just fucking off, just like, I don't know, fucking banging Scandinavian whores. Obviously I'm saying this lovingly because I've met this guy before and stuff, but like he likes some snow bunnies with the blonde eye and blue eyes, right? But more than likely he was paying attention and he just couldn't do it because I think lawyers. And then at some point I think it was like he had to make a move and he made a move, right? Because there's no way in hell like he wouldn't have just like thrown even a quarter of the money into ETH or some shit, or bought a bunch of wrapped Bitcoin at the time too. So there probably was something that was going on there. Yeah. Will ETH go down to very well? If there's another equity crash, yeah, that could happen. Yeah, there's one more dip because right now we haven't dipped that much, but we'll see over the next 2 weeks. I think we're out of like the worst of it and stuff. There's still going to be little like hiccups here and there and stuff, but yeah. I like the snow bunny theory. Well, we'll have to see. But I mean, all this could have happened. He could have bought the top on Ethereum and all this stuff, and it doesn't matter and everything like that if he was just on YouTube marketing. If he's on YouTube interviewing people, or if he was just seriously, I'm not saying he could just be Richard could put himself into a white room with a throne.
Yeah.
No way to know where he's at and stream, but he doesn't do it because I don't know. He's waiting to be 100%. So the SEC thing should be done in the next 2-3 months. It should be done by now because it's literally the SEC no longer prosecuting anybody in crypto. They let Hot Tua girl rug and get away with it because she's Jewish. They let so like basically, and also also Trump launched a meme coin and no, you don't want it back. So you can launch a meme coin and not get in trouble for it if it's just a meme coin.
Okay.
Right? No legal ramifications. Okay. So and also the SEC's announced they're really not looking into like investigating any other crypto stuff anymore, really, for the immediate term. So okay, that's cool, right? So there's all this positive stuff to say that it's very likely it's over now, right? But then they still got the Interpol thing to deal with. But regardless or not, Richard should be on YouTube at the very least debating people about crypto and what's going on now. He can just stay away from talking about PulseChain price, and it would really help out PulseChain. And then from there he could talk about PulseChain, saying I think PulseChain's great. There's really cool things. I like he could just be doing the rigmarole, and that would help onboard a lot of people into PulseChain, and it would be very price positive. But he's not doing it, so that's the reason for the lag out. I'm just being honest. The community has been trying. Everyone has been trying. But also Ethereum has not been done very well. And also we're holding a ton of money, like the community or whatever the fuck it is holding a ton of money there. Tornado.cash. The next rug event that could happen. I don't think this will be the negative side of it, but like who knows? Like Tornado.cash just became not illegal to use anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What if all the money went in? But there's almost no money in Tornado.cash that much anymore.
Yeah.
So there has to be if you put a large amount of money, it still could be kind of trackable. What if a bunch of money from Tornado Cash went into there, and then people say, "He rugged! Oh my god!" That could be the next FUD event, right? And then he could have rugged. And then the other side of it is that then now the wallets can't be tracked. Then $100,000, $1 million here and there starts pumping the ecosystem. And that because one annoying thing is that you can track everything. You can't do any like back in the day when with Hex and all these other tokens, right? Like nobody knew shit about block explorers at all. Everybody did. I mean, up until maybe 21, and I'm talking about middle of 21, where people kind of looking here and there, but like it was fucking remedial as fuck.
Nobody was tracking wallets.
No one's tracking wallets really. Like you could track me a really big one, or there was a couple whale alerts, but barely. Like it wasn't until now because like DeFi, like any of these big track, like no one knew DeFi at all. Like DeFi was really born technically in October of 19, but like realistically DeFi did not become DeFi until March of like 2020. And 2021, we're trying to learn it, NFTs and all this other crap. It really wasn't the bear market as people really learned shit. 21, 22, 23, 24. Now it's been years that people have been using it. Now we know block explorers. Now we know this. Now people are tracking this. There could be possible that we could, Richard could launch a stable coin, launch a wallet like he's always said. Who knows? NFT platform. Who knows what he does? I mean, he launched Pump.tires. So, yeah, that's what it is. ETH needs a Monster Reborn card. The Ethereum thing doesn't make sense. I really believe it's been manipulated not to go up by the powers that be because they're putting the squeeze on you guys and everyone else in crypto because they're wanting to get the TradFi's loading up their bags. And by TradFi, I mean the big banks The really rich billionaires, the people worth a lot of money, they're loading up their bags right now. So when it goes up high, they can offload on you fucking on dumb retail.
I mean, do you think that's why?
And you got to be smart to take some profits at some point, even if it's not the best time, just to put some money in your pocket to make sure you're good, because we have no problems buying the all-time lows. But next. Oh, Metal Bacon, shut out.
Oh, yeah.
You can't shake me out, Rothschilds. That's right. I'm not even joking around. I'll ride crypto zero. I will.
Yeah.
Well, what else the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I'll literally ride to zero. He'd be shitting on L2s. Yeah, L2s are lame and gay. It's now good experiment to try it out, right? You have to try things. There's some good tech that had Arbitrum came up with some cool stuff, right? GMX and all this other stuff. And but like, let's see, Arbitrum's lame. Even though I like Optimism, but Optimism, it's just value extractors. They're not doing shit. Like now they helped out a little bit. Like if you just take the L1s out, there's so many maybe you could there's a case for base a little bit, right? But even base protocol, right? Base protocol is coming out with their own token. It's going to be a tokenized stock token. They're doing that to pump, like, they're not technically coming out with their own L1, but it's essentially their L1 token, which is like a tokenized stock. They're going to use that to pump the fuck out of their stock token. And then they might, I don't know. I really don't believe there's going to be much of an airdrop of their token, because then they're going to give away a bunch of stock. I don't know. You know, that's at least what I've heard from the trenches. That's going to happen. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think the main thing that hurt Coinbase's cycle is that they didn't have a token off the rip for their base protocol. I think that was a huge fucking dumb decision for them. But I mean, but with the under the SEC and the rules and the hot water and the lawsuits are in, I understand why they didn't. But like, I hope they launch like a regular L1 or an L2 token at least for base protocol, and they got the numbers that token can do very well, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and the reason why it's hard to overthrow Ethereum's the largest token that's decentralized besides Bitcoin, because you can't do shit with Bitcoin. You have to wrap it to do some. There was this whole wave to do stuff. The market freaks, like the market started seeing that people started. What? All right, who's got ordinals? Raise your hand if you got ordinals right now. You actively trade ordinals on Bitcoin. I'll wait.
Should have the cricket sound bit.
No, I'm just waiting. Come on, you guys.
Chain, the first AI layer 2 blockchain built on Solana by niggas for niggas. LLM, lot of little money's technology. Proof of data entry scan system. Nigga detection software. Dynamic bag chaser 1 billion TPS. Nigga chain. Yeah, I'm finna bridge.
Do you, David, do you believe when Gary says crypto is going to nuke in 2026? Yeah. Me and Gary are on the same point, because even, look, 2020, well, that's such a broad strokes, right? So the cycle, maybe, what happens if the cycle lasts until the, like, quarter 1, quarter 2 of 26? Afterwards, it's going to get fucked in the ass, no lube. I promise you that. Or if the top's in 25 and 26, it's also going to. So, like, what Gary's saying is factually correct. It will. I'm telling you, it will. Now, if we do get a weird thing where an extended cycle, we're pumping so hard, he's like, I was fucking wrong. He'll admit he's wrong and stuff. And then what if we keep pumping to 20 to 27? I even in my wildest, let's just say this was a serious cycle, we'd only make it so far into 27 before it's over, right? So, I don't think Gary's wrong. I don't think Gary's wrong. Now, Gary, I mean, you know, Gary's a homie and shit. Shout out to 33, GG33 and stuff like that. But like, he's got a bet with Charlie for $20,000 that Bitcoin won't hit, I think, $205,000.
Something like that, yeah.
$205,000 by December or something. We shall see who wins.
Yeah.
Charlie got him on the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice dinner too. All the fixins.
All the fixins.
Yeah, we went to like a really good restaurant here. Just magically, Fresh and Fit were there too. Fresh and Fit. We had a lot of people on the table. And Gary and a bunch of other stuff. And we had a good steak dinner. You know, I mean, all the fixins. It was really nice dinner and stuff like that. He's like, if I'm gonna pay you 20 grand, motherfucker, you pay for dinner. And Charlie's like, because it's just it's a friendly bet. You know, we're just having fun here, right? Like, I don't like to do those bets sometimes because it's just like, especially with I mean, it's like, bro, there's just sometimes like, there's some bets on like no brainers, right? Like what's happening right now with what's his name? Jeez Louise, what's that dude's name? Eric Wall. And who's that chick? What's that fucking chick's that blonde chick? I feel terrible. I should know her name.
The Republic.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like Eric Wall made a bet with what's her name? What's her name? KDP. Katie, pay Eric. I think you lost, girl. I think you owe him 50 bands. Yeah. Like, that's just a bet. I understand, right? And, like, but hey, she really believed, and honestly, it took so much stupid shit to happen for that not to have happened. Like, we should have already pumped by now, but we should at least be in like at least 3, or like if Katie lost the bet, we should only be like, oh man, we're so close from, but hey, we're whatever, right? But like, she ran off.
Yeah.
She ran off on the plug twice. She
did the race.
I stay away from like, and I'm not trying to knock her and stuff, but like, dog, dude, there's very few and far between crypto girls you should listen to. How many times I got to teach you this shit? It's the truth, bros. Like,
if women are
there is some good crypto. There's so few I forget their names, but I'm bad with names historically, so like, forgive me on that one right there. But like, I don't forget their faces and shit. But like, I can literally say, blind statement here, 99.999. No, 95. I don't want to say 999. That's ridiculous. But like 99.9%, I'll just go that far. 99.9% of women in crypto don't listen. In absolute terms.
Yeah.
Absolute terms. Absolute, like, without fail, will lead you to like, some hot bitch. What the fuck does a hot bitch know about crypto? It's like there's like this Nansom was all like drooling over this fucking this like half biracial black chick and shit who's like doing all the streams and shit. Now people caught pictures of her and she looks horrible. Like her teeth are all fucked up like this and shit. And when in the picture she looks all beautiful and stuff. Then people started getting side profiles of her, big ass head, hair back to here, like. Noted, a lot of girls got big foreheads, right? So I ain't knocking that, but like, oofa. Or like my trading group, bitch, you are not doing a trading group. Get the fuck out of here, dude. The actual girls I've met who do that stuff, they look like they do that stuff. I mean, they're not ugly, but they're not like, they can be pretty if they dress themselves up and did all this other shit, but they're not. They're in fucking sweatpants. I know a couple of female traders. They literally wear power suits like it's the 80s. I don't know why. And they're older too. They're in their, like, all the most successful crypto girl traders I've met, widows. Not even lying. Because why? They lost their man. Unfortunate shit happens, right?
Yeah.
And they have to become the breadwinner. And they get that testosterone energy and they lead to success. But it's not usually divorcees. It's fucking, it's like, that's what it is. It's possible. There is like, I think like, let me see and the thing is, it would be anytime you're a mainstream crypto influencer, right? You're going to get caught up like, didn't you promote this coin or didn't you like that coin? Like I sold this shit for like Celsius. Motherfuckers, we sold it at fucking $5.
Yeah.
And we got out. And now I think now people are slowly starting to understand, oh yeah, you buy coins and sell them. Bro. It's like, no, you promoted. You
broke nigga alert. 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 Broke nigga alert.
That guy told you to buy anything other than Bitcoin, I'd just run in the other direction. Like run. That's how stupid easy Bitcoin is. You could have, and no shade on that guy, but like legitimately, like he's like, buy Bitcoin. Well, it's like my son could say, well, eventually we'll say that, right? But like that's why I play that meme in the beginning. Like, I mean, literally, I think a lot of you guys, like we talk about it, like a good portion of my DCA is going to safe stuff, like, right? Like I have Bitcoin. I bought a decent amount of Bitcoin. Then once I got past, I think I was like 25,000. I didn't buy any more Bitcoin after that. But I bought a good chunk at I bought $15,800. I bought Bitcoin. I bought a ton at 18,000, 20,000, 22. And I think I bought like a little bit at 25 and some change or whatever. And then I was like, cool, I'm cool with that. I bought a bunch of Ethereum, a lot heavier than I did Bitcoin. But then I took some of that Ethereum money, rolled it into other stuff, kept an Ethereum bag that I'm comfortable with, and then kept it moving, right? And then made money on some other stuff, right? That broke N2 still kills me. What do you mean that broke N2?
That alert that you're using?
Oh yeah.
That's from the
Yeah. Oh, okay, I got you guys. You know something cool? I got some swag. I got a swag bag. Yeah. I got N2 merch.
My favorite is the Hellcat one.
The Hellcat N2, that's hilarious, dude. But N2 token, I don't know, man. I like N2, but like right now, this whole there's some weird shit in the Telegram chat or the Discord or whatever about some merger and shit, man. Don't click on that shit at all. You have the token, maybe sell half or just sell the whole thing if they're going to do some weird shit. Buy back later. Yeah, some shit. Yeah, just be careful with that shit. I don't know. I don't like anytime people are bad doing tech, and then also too like, oh, let me connect my wallet to this thing on Discord or Telegram. Your wallet's drained. Stupid. You click that link. You are gay. If you click, unless me and Charlie are telling you to do it or some it takes some wild shit. Like even with the Sonic merger, I told you guys, like it's probably gonna be buy the rumor, sell the event news, right? That's why we took profits at $1.20, $1.10, $1.20, $1.30, $1.40. I wanted it to go higher, but we started taking profits there to be safe, and it was the right move to be safe. But like, what? Like it's dangerous.
Folks, I'm coming for all the gays in the crypto world who are selling at the moment. Whoever is selling is gay. And you got to stop, hold it, stop. Unless you are gay. You are gay.
Yeah, and look, I'm not shitting on God damn it, her name. KDP. I'm not shitting on KDP and stuff, but like, I mean, if you did make the bet, I mean, you got to pay up. You know, it's what it is. What it is, right? SJ is a great influencer for PulseChain. Of course, that's why I said 99.9. There's like most are like pretty bad. If they're just a normal so what I'm talking about with influencers, right? Twitter girls, right? Most of the time they're not girls.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun. You telling me this hot chick that just followed me? You get hot chicks in real life? No. Dude, the girl at the Crazy Horse says I'm like she doesn't mean like she says I'm special. Like she tells me that like they're like she's talked to a lot of guys, but I'm different. The girl at Sapphire told me that I'm one in a billion. That means there's only 7 other ones with me, you know? And I bet most of them are in Africa, you know? You know? But like SJ's, like there's really good female influencers for specific blockchains. Like I bet you there's a really decent, I don't want to, like, I bet you there's probably one decent, like the only girl I know for XRP, she was a crazy bitch. So fuck her. I mean, legitimately schizo crazy bitch. Just because she was like halfway decent 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
No, okay, that's being mean. When I was talking to her, I guess like maybe like 4 years ago. Trying to get a little rundown. And oofa, you know? Like, man, this is gonna be funny when I run for president when they bring these back up. Is it true you had Pearl Davis on your show? Yes, I did, ma'am. Yes, I did, sir. Did she? Pearl actually gave me a fucking shirt of like repeal the 19.
Repeal the 19.
Are you holding any most? Yeah, I'm holding most. Yeah. Yep, holding most. I hold a lot of the. I bought basically most of all the tires coins. Own percentages and all.
Oof.
Not like. There's a couple I just didn't buy because I thought. I mean, they're really. I mean, maybe they're like, oh fuck, it's gonna pump. I didn't buy XRP. But or did I? I may have. But I said, all right, let me look at the supply. Even if I hate, I'll buy 1% of the whole supply. Fuck it. Why not?
Hell yeah.
I did my part. But yeah, I did pretty good on most. Didn't get as early, but did it really well. Rolled the profits into other coins, did good on those, and now I have a nice pumped out tire. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Because I don't get hysterical. I had a lot of guys in Citadel made a fortune on Trump. Made a fortune. That's why get in the fucking Citadel, because when crypto news happens, you can catch the waves early. I had some guys that made a fortune on Trump and most, because they were quick on the trigger and they had condom wallets ready. Like how you gonna fucking chick from the okay? It's about logistics. Like this is where the red pill comes in so good, right? Logistics. Don't I don't know. It's some gay nightclub. Gay nightclub.
The drinks are strong.
The drinks are strong, right? You're at the nightclub, right? Omnia. Boom, boom. You meet some pretty bitch, man. She's into you, right? She looks in your eyes. She tells you she loves you. But is she into you? I'm not too sure right now.
Casually.
So she grabs you. She throws you in the bed. You have sex. She tells you love her, and you love her back and stuff. Is she into you? Honestly, it's a little too early to see into that right now, but 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 like in the red pill space, right? When or at least in the sarging back those days in the kind of night game and stuff, right? A big part that you don't think about when picking up a chick, right, is logistics, right? So if you pick, like, let me put another one, right? Let's say you picked up some chick at some you go to some concert, EDC, right? Or you go to Coachella, right? As I've been to Coachella a bunch of times. You pick up some chick at Coachella. Where are you gonna smash?
Yeah, where?
Because like you may have enough interest, she may have enough interest in you to like if you took her right now, if you just plowed her in her bed and it was in a tent, she'd be like, yeah. But what if your tent is in the parking lot where like because there's like a few miles down, and like she was down to fuck you for about 20 minutes, and now you're about 1 hour there, and she's like, I gotta go with my friends.
But it's real. It's all logistics. How are you going to get to point A to point B?
Point B, yeah.
That car ride, that Uber, how long did that take?
Yeah.
You got to keep up conversation. You got to.
That's why you smash once, you can smash again.
Yeah. Wherever there's fire, there's always ash. There's always the members.
Yeah, Reaper farm. Reaper's dead, bro. They accident themselves. It's still around, but it doesn't really work. There's really no yield farms on it. The best place to yield farm on Sonic is Shadow. Shadow, Metro, SwapX, Beethoven X. There you go. Closing the deals is easy. Yeah, closing the deal is easy. It's just, but it's logistics of it and stuff. And two, even the best pickup artists and stuff like that, the biggest pickup artists fail like 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Like not all the chicks are into you. You're just like some chicks just like losers.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, there's some chicks that just, I mean, like, no, we gotta be careful why I say this one. Hold up. Like, there's just like this white girl really like, bro. She only fucks black guys, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Snow Bunny don't want you.
Or you got to be Jack Harlow, or like you got to be mad fucking famous. Like, I mean, she's stupid, but like that's what she's into. That's what her, it's my pussy, my mind, right? Like that. I met chicks that like let me fuck white guys. It's true. I know it's getting rare these days. I know, right? Giga somewhere like spazzing right now in the chat, but like it's the truth, Does Kyle have a bitch, bro? Come on, bro. Kyle's been macking forever.
Dog,
bro. If he heard some of my stories in high school, dog. I'm gonna get you caught up, Kyle.
Let's just say, COVID.
He put my high school days to shame by like a squared factor.
If I had a car in high school, it'd be a different game.
Oh,
man. It'd be a different game.
You got 2 baby moms right now.
Child support would go crazy.
No. Me, my mom, my dad, and the Gestapo, which is my mom and dad.
Yeah, we would
have beat Kyle black. Father from the east side.
I got all the dogs that we have trained, so they know when I come outside, they don't bark. Just so I could leave at night.
My mom and dad would have tied Kyle upside down by his feet on a cypress tree and took turns whipping him with a fucking leather belt.
Metal side only. The buckle only.
True story happened to me and Kyle. Me and Eric. Me and my brother.
All three.
Me and my brother Eric got tied up backwards. Tied up to a tree.
We laughed.
Deservedly so. Obviously, I'm not gonna say what we did. We deserved it. Me and Eric still talked about it to this day. My brother Eric, and we're like, yeah, we deserve that ass whipping. Yeah, we fucked up on that one. Anyway. Yeah, don't get me in trouble, Kyle. I'm ready for president.
I'm already racist, so
that's it.
That's
no,
it.
I don't know if I mean, if I could run for president, that'd be cool. But I know, honestly, I know I could win governor.
Yeah,
I know I could win governor. I'd be cool, man. I'd be cool as governor for fucking Nevada.
Bro, hell yeah.
Nevada, fucking. If I could, honestly, I know I could turn around California, but I just feel like I could get got. Like it's like, you know what I mean? In California, like I think you're safer running for president because they don't think you'll do it, and then you're like, oh shit, this guy's really, oh he's in. Whoa, we're like the governor race. Like there's like, you won't ever catch me driving a Tesla. I mean, I'll drive a Tesla, but I like Tesla, but it's just like I just feel like one little bam into a fucking pole because like they could do it now, but like it's just my god, man, be careful. I like you know what car I was thinking about buying. Because like I just like you already know I like fast cars, Kyle, and stuff like right, high horsepower cars. I actually was thinking about buying myself like basically like I don't know, like a Shelby, an old Shelby, like I don't know, like maybe late 60s, something like that,
69,
68 or fastback or something. But like it's all modern, like all modern suspension.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah,
man. Because it's like, bro, I've driven super old cars before. Because I moved, so I had rich old white clients.
Really rich.
Old money. Back, and they like Batman caves full of cars. I moved to quite a few old cars, bro. They drive horribly.
No power steering,
bro. And the tires are like, bro. I could probably like that's how the tires are like, bro. It's like they took 2 bike tires and said, no, that's enough. Like that's skinny, dude. It's horrible. You can't drive that shit. Like no, bro. You'll flip and die. Trust. Yeah, retro mod. Because you're getting all the bang for the buck, and then like the car's new, and still, you know, they can't shut your car off with the computer.
It runs
on gasoline, of course. Guzzling. Runs on guzzling.
Get that flex tune on it.
Yeah. In the good old box. Bro, can you imagine I showed up to the next crypto mindset event in a donk?
The donk 24s on them.
No. 32s. 32 donk box Chevy.
You got to put spinners in that.
I ain't gonna lie though, I have thought, all right, this is the beaner in me a little bit. You take the beaner out of the Mexican, but you can't the Mexican out of the beaner. But like I've literally thought about buying myself a lowrider. I was gonna show up to an event and just start fucking
bouncing that.
I was gonna do that at the valet of the Wynn Valet.
No, the best place would be MGM Grand because they have that big ass, big ass arches.
Yeah, there's cool. What other one would be cool? Cosmo. No, there's
Cosmo,
not. You can do it at the Cosmo. There's barely any room.
Yeah,
it's not cool. A valet there's not. Where's a really cool valet? Resorts, you could do it.
I guess the Aria, you would be able to do it.
Aria would be cool. Yeah, actually, I could do it.
Because it's the whole loop, right?
Yeah, might true me. Because that like you can't knock somebody like oh, this is my crypto influencer dude, and he shows up enough. You have to, you know what, dude. A fucking lowrider actually tricked out real nice. Like fucking that shit's clean, bro. I don't give a fuck. No one can knock that. Shit's not cool, bro. Because like, yeah,
dude,
it's
the
cool.
6-9 Impala.
Even the racist white guys are driving some fucking 1940 F100s. Is there one? No.
Well,
F50s? Like you know the old box, the really old box Chevys and shit. You know, like run, Forrest, run. You know, they got that car. You know,
well,
even the retro mods of those, right? Like even those cars, even like a really well taken old car that's really nicely tuned and looks fucking nice and shit. Like it all looks good. All the classic cars look good
when they're clean.
Exactly. When they're clean and shit. Yeah, F100 lowrider. Yeah. Have you seen like actually like the Hearst mobiles, right? Which are basically they're basically souped up versions of like the Model Ts. They trick them out for fucking like speed racing and shit. Like there's some really cool ones and stuff. Yeah, retro mods and stuff. It's nice to see. It's nice to see the sit down in here, not so negative. But 63 Impala, yeah, it'll be nice and stuff like. I'm gonna get a Datsun. The thing is like for me, the problem is like where to put all these cars because like I already got my garage is ridiculous already now.
I mean, pretty sure we could get parking all around.
Wait, oh no, here, yeah, but like no, like I don't know. I grew up having tons of parking.
Yeah,
like it's you do not know, bro. That is once you got it, you never give it.
When you
I'm
have 12
seeing
car,
what rancho I could buy out here in Las Vegas.
when you have 12-car garage parking,
Yeah, we literally had 12-car garage parking. Literally, we did, and then a garage. But yeah, it's because we always ran our small businesses. We had gates on our property and stuff, so we could we had like enough room for all the trucks and the cars and stuff and everything like that. You need that shit.
Hell yeah.
DCC, how epic would it be if you all lived next door to each other? Street would be filled with high-end roller cars. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
The whole cul-de-sac.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Morning startup sound like a track day. Yeah. Okay, Alex Luther. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we have two from him. So
let's read the super chat. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start. I guess right here. The Brian Lomel with the $4.99 says, "When is a good time to buy a dip on PulseX?"
PulseX. Pull my screen up, Kev. So it was a little. It's up 25% on the week and stuff. Let's see the last 24 hours. Yeah, below 20, it's a really good price. I like PulseX quite a lot. I mean, PulseChain. This is all new lows. Really, like obviously they went lower than this. I mean.
Now we're back there.
Oh, okay. Kyle clicked the button and kicked us off.
No, I just the whole thing reset.
Oh, okay. Type 1 in the chat if you can hear my audio. Type 1 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We just had a. Okay, I didn't want to lie to you guys, but basically, you guys, we're in Thailand, and then
this is a green screen.
This is a green screen. This is a 7.7 earthquake we made it. Uno. Okay, cool. You guys hear me? Okay, perfect. So basically, the lowest I think PulseX could go would be a retest at 11. So right now it's at 19. It could drop to 11 if we got another. If equities crashed even more, and then we got another. Oh, it's all over. We're all gay. 11. Or the absolute worst would be 9. The all-time low of PulseX is 9. PulseChain, anything lower. I mean, basically, its all-time low was 31. We're below that now. So like, PulseX is just in a stronger position because PulseX has been here before. We bought this low, and PulseChain's the one that's really just being sold off right now. Shout out Rackham. Shout out everybody, bro. Shout out everybody. You sit down.
Why?
Dog, bro. Nah. I have fucked a bell bitch before. Interesting.
All right.
Dude, so the plunger doesn't work as well as you think it does. They actually have to be skin balled.
Skin bald in order to get the plunger.
Yeah, the plunger does not work if they have hair. It just doesn't.
I mean, yeah.
Don't ask me how I know.
All right, we got Alex Luther with the $9.99 saying, "I got 40,000. Can I get 3 or 4 coin pick?"
Woo! You have any first time crypto?
If he types in chat, we'll find out.
Let me know, Alex Luther.
All right, we'll move to a second question.
Yeah.
And then Alex Luther again with the $9.99 saying, "I got 7,000 in Crow tokens."
You see what I mean? This guy's already got tokens. You see what I mean? All right, that's why I need context. Like you're asking shit like that. Okay, go ahead.
Should I hodl or invest somewhere else for quick gains and reinvest later in Crow?
What's the point of dropping it now? Either it's like you just because you're dropping it now, it could drop a little lower, but the most it could drop is a couple more cents, like 2 to 3 cent retrace at most. That's with a really bad sell off. Just because people know I've been telling you there's people buying it right now because why? Because they know Trump's going to put his ETFs and his stablecoin and everything on the fucking on Cronos and to be sold on crypto.com. So there's going to be volume on Crow token. And then I bet you. I don't want to put like everything. I'm not going to KDP bet here, but I'd put $1,000 on it. That I bet you there's going to be a Trump debit card that's going to be through crypto.com. You got the Trump card, you guys. The truth stuff. You tell me these MAGA guys ain't gonna fucking lock up some. Put 50 bands on it. Yeah, Or like, if she doesn't have the money, she could be like, I don't have the money right now. I mean, Eric Wall's just gonna bust her. I mean, I think she get off cheap. I mean, wait, hold up, whoa. I need to really frame this. I don't mean this in a sexual way or nothing bad. Like this is what I said. If it was a dude, bro. I mean, because she was a dude, I'd be like, bro, Eric Wall's about to bend you over and fuck you in the ass. Oh, the fucking Twitter fucking he's gonna give you. Oh, but when it's a girl, you can't say that. So oops. But like, I don't know. If Eric Wall would take the strap on, actually, this is canonically accurate. Actually, so Erica Wall would put the strap on and give it to KDP on Twitter. This is all Eric Wall does anyway. He Twitter beats and makes a little investment here and there, and then that's what he does.
Eric Wall's gonna titty fuck.
Eric Wall's gonna. Well, I don't know. Eric Wall's. I mean, look, I've met Eric Wall in person. He is a good guy in person. He is good guy. He's never been rude to us. He's been cool. I met him out. He was pussy hounding with everybody, being cool and shit in Miami and stuff. I met him multiple times. I met him every time I go to a conference. He's there for some reason. Like I see him there all the time. But I don't like how he is on Twitter. I know he's trying to be salacious and do all this other stuff, but sometimes I don't like that. You know, like if you meet Myron really is how he is, right? Like everyone's like we're on YouTube, right? We're like me. I'm the same on YouTube how I am in person, except I turn it up a little bit, right?
I'd say you turn it down, to be honest.
Well, sometimes, if I don't have that Henny, I'm not dropping hard R's, Kyle. No. That's it now. I'm racist. Super Saiyan. I actually, if I was running for president, it's like, you're a racist. That's it now. I put the meme out. I'm
Majin Vegeta.
Majin. Yeah. What does it say where Myron? Myron hits the salute. Roman's up. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I'm super chill in person. I like to go out, gamble, like to work out, especially now. Nothing hurts now. I'm taking care of. I'm doing a lot of fucking good work and shit.
Hell yeah.
Foam. Actually, I need my foam. I can't find my foam roller here, but I'm foam rolling. Shout out Supper Leopard. Foam rolling, doing all this stuff. Reverse hyper. I'm adding that to the end of my workouts and stuff now too, and stuff helping out a lot on that. It gives you a little bit of a burn and stuff, a little thing, but it's mostly just because it's just the action of it and stuff like that. What's your vice, bro? Everyone's got one. My vice. Okay, I don't smoke weed really. I mean, Gary gives me a blunt. I'll smoke it and shit. Yeah. You know, shout out to Gary. Him and Charlie are probably the only two people that get me to smoke. I really don't smoke at all.
Yeah,
I usually do think personally. I do think it's a bit of a lazy for me because I'm equating it to me because I know if I was smoking every day, I'd get nothing done. Right. What's my biggest vice? It would probably be when I'm gambling a lot, I tend to drink. I like to gamble and drink. Bad combination. But it's just because I get too introspective. I get a little too in my head and I start thinking negatively. And I know that affects the matrix. And when I'm a little drunk, I think better things are going to happen. And they do.
Leverage liquor. What a.
Just liquor.
Just liquor.
But, bro, guys have seen it. But I'm not getting Steve will do it drunk. I'm not getting that drunk. That's fucking ridiculous. Though I have been in some tables, dude, where I'm drunk. Charlie's on a different level. He's on the table with me, and I'm knocking it out of the park, bro. Like Charlie's like, there's some nights like, I mean, this happened really rarely, but like the one time it did happen, like Charlie was Charlie was sitting next to me. He's my good luck charm. He wasn't. I was trying to get him to play. He didn't play because every time he plays with me roulette, fucking smacks it out of the park, dude. Like, because he bets red and black. I mean, he just switches up. He was playing, when he plays red a lot, bro. There was a table where I was on. It was nothing but red. It was like 14 red. I don't bet the outside. I bet the numbers, baby. Bretzky, baby. I bet the numbers. But I bet the numbers and stuff. Man, dude, that was crazy, man. Like, I mean, guys will see me. Like, I've smacked like $300-$400, maybe $1,000, smacked it up to $8,000 or $10,000 and stuff like on the roulette table. And then my rule is when I win. So I have like 2 gambling rules. Okay. I got 2 gambling rules. Okay. Whatever I lose at the casino, I invest the same amount into crypto. And then when I win at the casino, I take half of it into crypto. Okay. Or I take half of it, either gift it to family or buy stuff that I need. Like sometimes, like for a long time, I remember I was like, man, I need to buy more pants. dog. By pan, it's stuff like that. You like, because if you ever like watch when you lose, right? Because like I know, like if I lose 1,000 to casino, bro, if I put in 1,000 to Dogecoin, bitch, I'll make that money back. That money's not gone. It's just gone from now.
I'll just say something. I've never seen someone win at the airport in Vegas.
Oh, bro,
and Miguel fucking hits that shit every time.
Bro, I smacked him at 10. Like the other day, when I won $3,800 playing. Shout out to Mr. Piggies. The Piggies. I hit Frankenstein $50 betting Frankenstein $2 bet at the airport. Hit it for $7,300. And then that was the most I've won at the casino ever was on Frankenstein. Then most after that was that 3,800 from the pigs, and after that I've hit like hand pays $2,200, $1,100, $800. It's crazy. Like literally, I think I had like 1,000, 2,000 in my wallet. Weak shit. I had to go. Where did I go? Was it Minnesota? No, I didn't go to Minnesota. Where did I go to? I went to. I went to Miami. Yeah, I went to Miami. I had like $2,000. I'll take cash out there. When I landed in Miami, I had like $8,600 in hundreds. Could not close my wallet. My ID, I guess because I had so much cash in there, the ID was getting kind of squished. Then when I gave the TSA my fucking ID, they broke my fucking ID. And then the TSA was blaming me like I did something. Like, what, motherfucker, you broke it. Like I handed you a perfectly straight-ish. And they broke my ID and stuff. Like fucking assholes. TSA needs to be abolished, bro. It doesn't do shit. Like I can understand if you just conveyor belt, like, hey, pass your stuff here, just go wait on their side, wait for your stuff to come out, and that's it, right? Like the whole checking your ID, taking your photo. Why? Stupid. No. Dumb. Not do some things need to get. I do understand some shit. Like I understand something like a suitcase, like your carry-on needs to get like if you don't have any. Let's just say you're walking on the plane with nothing. Why? Or like it should just be like a bunch of like rows where you just walk by it and it just x-rays everybody. Yeah. Like walk through. All right, you have to go through here. Okay. But if it would just speed, like you could just eliminate jobs there, speed it along, and then but knowing TSA, they let some fucking Holocaust shit happen. Yeah. Damn, dude, it's so fucking annoying. I've missed a plane before because of the TSA. I hate TSA sometimes. But the TSA Jewish? What's 9/11 gonna happen to you? Yeah. Oof. Miguel is a ball at the VIP club. What's a VIP club? I know not what you speak of. No, I mean, bro, once you've been to strip clubs, you get like, bro. I'm being honest, man. Like, talk like this is why it's so important talking to Fresh and shit. Because like when it's all new to you, yes, it's a whole new world. It's a brand new place I've never been. Like everyone's so famous. Everyone likes me.
Oh my god. I throw money.
I'm like super good looking. When I'm a Sapphire.
You want a confidence boost? Go spend money at a strip club.
I know the economy's bad when those jackals. Go to Sapphires. Watch those jackals, bro. So I've been told.
Hyenas.
Hey. But all like no, seriously, I mean eventually you do something enough. Like if you go clubbing every night.
Oh dude.
Shout out Kareem.
Dude,
Kareem's a monster for it. Kareem's a monster, but he's spending half the time networking.
Yes,
networking and stuff. He's more interested about the bouncers and the other people out there than he is than that. But like, the connections. You can make some connects there and stuff. But you have to be careful. How does Fresh make so much money? Super chats and Castle Club. They don't really get super chats anymore. I mean that's the business. I mean, it's like everything, right? I mean, he has investments. It doesn't really like to talk about some of the investments and stuff, but he has investments. I mean, Myron at one point they were the most super chatted channel on the planet.
Yep.
The most super chatted channel on the planet. Actually, currently GG33 just launched a new channel with a new YouTube thing with Fresh.
Yep.
It's called the 305 podcast. It is the 7th or 6th most super chatted channel on the planet right now. Right now. Excluding like these simulated bot e-thought things. It's like there's some weird Japanese like thing.
VTubers.
Excluding that. But I think United States wise, I think they're the 6th or 7th. I think Gigi just posted it. They were the most super chatted channel on the planet. Mm-hmm. They have recurring income. They have businesses. They have they do meet and greets. They don't really charge for a lot of those, but like because I know if you actually throw like the crypto mindset event parties we throw, bro, we don't make money on those.
It's all for everybody.
Yeah, it's just really to have a good time with the guys. We have never thrown an event and made money on it. in terms of like the big party events. If we threw like little small like meet together things, sure, of course you'd make money, but like real estate. Yeah, they're mostly in real estate. They have real estate positions. Fresh owns some businesses as well, but I'm not gonna speak on all this stuff. But Byron's pretty public on his. They both have crypto portfolios. Fresh has been a lot more degenerate, made money, but he's taken more profit, honestly. Where Myron just keeps rolling, leaves it. He mostly just buys Ethereum, basically. Yeah. You get views, you got recurring income business, Castle Club, all that stuff, and then that's what it is, And they provide, and what they provide is entertainment, knowledge, Money Mondays. They show it the girl side, the Miami Club. People live vicariously through what their content as well. It's all of it.
Access to information.
Yeah. Myron cracks me up so much when he starts his Fed React streams in the Roman salute. Yeah, I mean, it is what I mean. Myron's about there. I think like Myron's really famous, right? Myron's pretty close to like he's gonna. I would say something like is like I've got that gut feeling. I'm like an A&R. I'm really good with this shit, right? Like, Myron's like so close to hitting the next level. So I'm not talking like ISO speed because he's being pushed by the machine or any of these people and stuff, but like he's about there. Like he's about to like hit this next level where like even like ISO speed and those people couldn't ignore him. Really. Yeah. Like he's Alex Jones. He's going on the Alex Jones stream and stuff like that. Like I wouldn't be shocked very soon that have you heard about this Myron guy on Joe Rogan? I don't know if you'd get on it, but he'd be like, "Oh, did you hear? Like, there's some crazy guy with the fresh and fit. He's called Myron. Like, it'll be some shit. Like, some guest will bring it up, which I'm pretty sure is just a guest being told by
Myron.
But,
name drop me, boy.
Name dropping and shit. Yeah. And Myron's a legit dude. So is Fresh, bro. Like, I think honestly, Fresh gets too much. Like, no one needs to defend Myron. Myron can defend himself. Like, yeah, there's no problem there. But like, Fresh gets so much hate for no reason, bro. And it's just because he's black. I read what if Fresh was light skin black, that's some sad shit. I think he'd get less hate, which is the fucked up shit. But also, I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. It's just like people hate on him for so much for no reason, dude. Like, but yeah. Anyway. Myron's on InfoWars, yeah. Myron's going to do a stream with Ye. He's trying to make it happen. That might actually happen. I think, obviously, like, the connection there is because, who do you, like, academics right now, AK, ACK, ACK, right? Big ACK, right? Big ACK, right? ACK, anything is possible, ACK, right? Knows Myron and Fresh. How do you think that happened? Because Fresh had like Fresh is the main reason academics even knows Myron Fresh is because Fresh fucking sought him out.
Found him at the clubs,
found him up clubs and shit. Set it up. Has had him on the show and stuff. They're good friends. We met him. I've met Ak all the time. I've met him a bunch of times in Miami, and I actually like a Boogie with a hoodie. I met him before too. He's really
rapper,
cool. Rapper and shit. Yeah, I met him. Cool. And goddamn, he had the shiniest fucking necklace I've ever seen in my life. That shit was the craziest diamond necklace I've ever seen in person.
Diamonds, man.
Bro, that was insanity, bro. Insane. In the dark, they shined.
You're so icy.
Sheesh.
So icy like me, bitch. I'm
shy. A Boogie with a hoodie. But they're there. But like the things with an operation, you need people. Like the reason me and Charlie been successful in crypto. Look how bad crypto's doing right now. We're successful in crypto because we shake and bake. It's shake and bake, and it's hard to do what we do in this space, right? Like, I mean, me and Charlie joke around all the time, and like the same thing Richard says. If me and Charlie did anything else, we just have way more subscribers, like so many more. Dude. Like we're like I'm 35,000, Charlie's about the same, right? That's 70K combined or whatever. Like, I mean, I think I would have done any gaming possibly or any like if I have anything else, like I think I'd be at like worst case 150, maybe 300,000 right now. Anything else? I could jump into numerology today and probably get at that. Like,
wow, explain.
Obviously with the dawning. Shout out to JG, but like I'm serious. Yeah, like when Richard Hart wasn't joking around. He's like, I literally could talked about like keyboard reviews and be more famous, which is true. That's why when you're famous, that's why you like. I'm always suspect of anybody that blows up really quickly in crypto YouTube, because like the altcoin twins, I saw them grind, right? BitBoy, I saw him grind. I know it's imploding right now, but like he, grind. But like there's some like guy, right? The only thing about the guy thing about guy with what's his name? Crypto? No, what's his name? we have the names. The Coin Bureau, right? The Coin Bureau thing is that wasn't that organic. He doesn't own the channel. He's
just a newscaster.
He's a newscaster sort of guy. He does. I mean, obviously, he is really knowledgeable because he's obviously you're doing that for your living. You're going to be knowledgeable about it. But like he got some big media push, and there's a team behind it. It wasn't just like I'm gonna turn on the camera. You know, that doesn't happen. You know, we'll lose a little bougie cart with sit down. Aren't they human traffic? Who? Huh? Would you kick it with the Tates? I was going to at some point. Like, there's a different timeline where that would have happened actually. There's a time and point. I actually was like, I think it was 21. I think in 21, I was like Waller, like you know how Waller has his number 2, his camera guy and stuff with him.
Yeah.
And stuff? Damn it, I'm bad with these. I'm so
Scott
sorry.
Adam, I forgot.
No.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah. I'm fuck. I'm gonna be so mad. Fuck. Damn it. I'll remember it right now in a minute and stuff like that. But like, anyway, I was gonna live with you know, kind of like how him and I was gonna live with him, his camera guy, who? Sonic? No. So yeah, I was gonna live with him, you know, Waller, his YouTube camera guy and stuff like that, and I think he was still living with him at the time. I'm not sure, but it was going to be our boy Sterling as well. I was going to live down there in Miami with them and stuff like that. And then I think a few months later they went over there to over there with Romania and stuff. So I would have gone with them basically. Yeah. But one of the main reasons I didn't do it was because honestly, I probably would have gotten in real good shape because he was like, "Motherfucker, you're gonna live with me. We're gonna work out every day." I was like, "Fuck yeah, we will." And I was gonna work out with him, but I just knew I was gonna get in trouble. Miami's great in spurts, you know, in spurts and stuff like that. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have a baby right now with the girl I'm with. Probably what would have happened, bro. If you see what the type of girls Waller can get, god damn, bro. Shit. Bro, you think you got bitches? No, sir.
He is Mr. Bitches.
He is. Call me Mr. Bitches. Shout out to Wallace G, bro. But dog, bro. Dog. You think, bro. You know, bro. Dog. You think. It's like Waller's like because obviously like Waller's like, imagine you were an 8 out of 10 girl, right? Because like right, like an 8 out of 10 girl, right? Like really like so you imagine you were an 8 out of 10 girl and you said, "Who wants to fuck me?" And then that's Waller's like insert like DMs, but with chicks DMing him. I've seen, he's like, "Bro, you want to see something?" He's like, "Dog." Waller's a big G. I love Waller, man. Waller's a good G. And the good thing, you know, he spends more time helping guys than he does doing that stuff. He really does. He's helping people out. He's loving people. And he's like, when he's bringing so much good things to the trades, he's one of these guys really championing this shit because like me and him had some deep discussions over the trades. Like, bro, it was so bad. I felt so stupid not going, not finishing college. There was this huge stigma. And like, you are a stupid motherfucker if you stay in the trades. You're going to do construction. You're going to do land. It's because remember, when I graduated school, it's 2009. The housing crisis was in full effect. Yeah. The trades were fucked.
Yeah.
Real estate was fucked. You were stupid. It was the best time. When everyone's telling you stupid, it's probably a good time. Unless it's jumping off a cliff.
I mean, shit. The only reason it flipped was because of COVID.
Yeah.
Literally.
Stopped a lot of people from wanting
Yeah, RH and Waller collabed a while back. Who do you think made that happen?
Right here.
Fresh and Fit? There's some other pocket. I'm going to take care of some other ones, but there's some other ones. There's some other ones. I just want Richard back talking shit on YouTube. Not to me though. Not about me though. We still homies. But like, it'd be cool if he laid the smackdown. It's because like I don't know. It's the teacher's been out of the principal's been out of the school for a while, and the teachers are the student influencers are running amok in the school. He's come down, beat some fucking asses, tell you to shut the fuck up, tell everyone to shut the fuck up and calm down, get in line, sit down, shut up. That's what we did, right? And that's what needs to happen with that ecosystem right now. And it will happen. I mean, hopefully if the SEC thing, then he gets like, Richard's like, I'm back on tubes. Cool. You know, Hopefully he's just not in Spain, because that's usually when people get fucked up. It's in Spain, you know? So yeah, Crow token good. So any final questions you guys before we're about to sign off, man? Yeah, don't go to Spain. I mean, I travel Spain if you haven't done shit, but like Spain's cool as fuck. I mean, Sterling's told me so much about Spain. I want to go to Spain too, but like, man, if you're a famous person or like if you run a stable coin, do not go to Spain. Do not do step 15, you know. But where's what I'm gonna show you guys? But bro, for $98 a month, you can unrug yourself. Oof. The Citadel is the best. Over 600. I'll look right now. Let me look. Okay. Yeah, over 621 people, and there's like a bunch of people on the sign. Like we have to add them, but we got to double check, verify. Yeah. But over 600 plus people in the Citadel right now for $98 a month. You can leave your woke virus mindset away. 50 for every month you're in the Citadel, $50 off the next crypto mindset course. It stacks on itself. We have guys that stayed in the Citadel for a whole year, took the crypto mindset course, got $600 off the course, paid in crypto, got another $150 off. Got a $750 off the crypto mindset course. Literally got in for like what, 200?
Yeah,
200, somewhere less. Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely madness. You don't sign up. And two, like we've trained so many people over the years. Everyone's in there fucking pulling in knowledge and like things, answering questions. You have questions, you get an answer. You can at Dollar Cost Crypto or at Cultivate Crypto ask us questions. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. We're actually starting to do a lot of recorded voice chat calls, AMAs, and then I handle a lot of the unrecorded stuff. Me and Charlie both handle a lot of recorded stuff. So sometimes we have more recorded ones, but we can't go as wild in there. On the unrecorded, oh bro, we go off the deep ends. We're like, we're going 4x4, going crazy in there, man. But I protect the innocent, and as well as there's we have a lot of young guys in there too, and older guys that go in there. We give a lot of like people ask us for life advice or like what would I do. Obviously it's in the end of the day, it's your life. You got to do what you got to do. But if you're not in the Citadel, you're losing. That's facts.
That's fact.
That's fucking facts. Moon Gang tomorrow. There will be a Moon Gang tomorrow. When the next Citadel AMA? Probably not tomorrow. I will try either Monday or Tuesday. I'll have one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm here in Vegas. I just landed, so I'm like moving things around. And then with Moon Gang, we have the Moon Gang show, and we'll have a pretty long Moon Gang show, I'd imagine, tomorrow. So give the man his 4 coin picks. Well, did he ever answer?
Never answered. I mean, we could just give them to him based on that.
I mean, what did he say? Let me see.
Got 40,000.
40,000. I could pick 3 or 4 coin picks right now, ladies and gentlemen. Because I would imagine you have. I'd imagine you have fucking coins already. So I'd go Sonic, Sui. Those two were so easy. Sonic, Sui, Pepe or Doge, either one, because you need a meme coin.
Mm-hmm.
I like Pepe more, but Doge is super safe. It's going to win. Pepe, Doge, Crow, and then the fourth, PulseX. Or half PulseX, half PHEX for safety. And you're buying at dirt cheap prices. Fuck it. Let's ball.
There you go.
It's hard to lose with that. And just one last thing too, just because everyone's asking me about like this. Like, so I finally found the tweet. I just totally remembered it right there. It's, about 2 hours, 40 minutes in. Let me pull it up. There's stuff like this, like Bob Lucas, right? Like Bob Lucas, even Bob Lucas is kind of flip-flopping now.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm starting to think we're heading into a recession or a bear market. I want to tell something to you guys. Me and Charlie said this in the middle of 2022. We have been in a recession during the Biden administration. We were in a recession. A recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. The White House under Biden changed the fucking vernacular on it, so they didn't have to say they were technically in a recession. We were in a recession since 2022. Sonic boom. So it's all fake news.
Everything.
Main Street's got to win. Equities. If Main Street wins, then the consumers have more money. They buy more stocks. They buy more products. Like, let's be honest. Like stocks, you mostly make money off of 15 stocks. The top 15 stocks make all the fucking money in stocks. Stop the cap. Stop the fucking cap. Amazon. It's Amazon. It's literally Amazon, Tesla, fucking. I mean, GameStop a little bit when it pumps, right? That's like an option right here. But like, it's the top of Microsoft. You know, Apple. When if consumers have more money. And the middle class makes more money and they spend more money on these products and so we're the biggest consumers on the planet and they're going to buy more American. If shit gets expensive, then they buy more American because look, our American shit's better than everyone else's. Everyone copies us, right? The smartphones and shit, they all came out. It wasn't Nokia, ladies and gentlemen. It was Apple. And then everyone copy pasted and then our biggest competitor, Samsung. And fucking who else? Like LG and everybody else and shit. Like Amazon, Korea. Like, yeah. Android, right? Like, is that Google? Am I tripping? No.
Google's the Pixel.
Google the Pixel and stuff. Yeah. But regardless or not, right? Like our main competitor kind of in the smartphone era is all South Korea. And South Korea has these huge things where we can't sell iPhones into their country and shit. Well, that's going to end, ladies and gentlemen. NVIDIA, right? If crypto starts blowing up and they've actually created sort of things where like they put in vernacular that proof of work is more better and then it might not even get taxed or put in more tax better situations, there might be a boom in proof of work. And I've said in the past, proof of work is fucking retarded for the most of you guys. And the 99, even more than the girls, 9.9995 of you guys, you make more money buying the coin than you do actually mining it. Yield farming, that's a different story. There's opportunity sometimes in that. You can yield farm definitely and get a free position. But yeah, those are going to get really, really, really expensive and stuff like that. But like to me, I mean, to me, this is not me calling out Bob Lucas, but from the outside, it just looks like he's flip-flopping a lot. Like he was super scared to say we were not in a right left translated cycle, and then he's like, we officially say we're not in a left translated cycle. We're not in a right translated cycle. And everyone's like, yay. And now he's like saying like, we have, then so we're in a left translated cycle. This is kind of what happened to, not Bob Lucas, but it happened to, oh my God, he's a chart guy as well. Like this is a rare time I've ever seen Bob Lucas kind of flip-flop this much from his previous stuff. But I mean, obviously, things change and stuff like that. But also, this could also be showing Bob Lucas's age a little bit too, because like stocks aren't the end all be all.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's right. But with that, man, thank you so much for joining me, man. And yeah, man, I'll be here tomorrow. We're gonna be on Charlie's channel for Moon Gang. I'll be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Saturday next week, and then Sunday as well for Moon Gang. So I'll have 4 streams next week. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, Moon Gang, on Charlie's channel at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Moon Gang time. And with that, thank you so much for joining me, man. And get in the Citadel. Stop being poor.
Now you're just somebody